5 years gone, they're still rewinding, frame by frame like it's a crime. Turn my worst day to a highlight reel, hit replay, waste their time. Counting wars in crooked halos, typing sermons in my name. Got their perfect little pitchforks out, but they fold under the same flame. Lighten up already, how long you gonna drag this dead horse round? You ain't that holy, you just like the way that anger sounds. Yeah, I messed up heavy, owned it, bled it, took it on the chin. Lighten up already, or log off and let me live again. Screenshots stacked like scripture, they quote me like I never grew. Skip the part where I said I was wrong, guess that doesn't fit their view. Saints in search of something ugly, so they never look inside. Funny how the loudest judges got the most they wanna hide. Lighten up already, how long you gonna drag this dead horse round? You ain't that holy, you just like the way that anger sounds. Yeah, I messed up heavy, owned it, bled it, took it on the chin. Lighten up already, or log off and let me live again. You want a villain, I'll play it while you polish up your pride. Just remember, when you're buoyant, there are three fingers at your side. I'm done begging for your mercy, done performing for your grace. You can stay stuck in that moment, I'm already in a better place. Lighten up already, how long you gonna drag this dead horse round? You ain't that holy, you just like the way that anger sounds. Yeah, I messed up heavy, owned it, bled it, took it on the chin. Lighten up already, if you can't forgive that, don't do that. Lighten up already, hit unsubscribe and call it quits. Lighten up already, you're not perfect, you just forget it. She hit upload, thought it was done. Bad take, bad joke, bad judgment call. Pulled it down, said she was wrong. Typed I'm sorry till her fingers stall. Screenshot saved like some holy scroll. You quote that line like it's carved in stone. 5 years on, you're still throwing stones like she broke your house, stole your phone. 5 years still mad, what's that say about you? You act like she crashed your whole life too. She owned it on Sunday, what more can she do? You're not perfect, get off your throne. Stop judging her like she burned your home. 5 years still mad, that's on you. You play safe in the comment threads, Halo on, pitchfork by your bed. Every flaw that you've ever had, you paint on her like it's all she is. If apologies don't mean a thing, what's the point of growing then? You want blood, you don't want truth, you want someone to stand in for you. 5 years still mad, what's that say about you? You act like she shattered vows you never knew. She faced it, replaced it, learned something new. You're not perfect, get off your throne. Stop judging her like she wrecked your home. 5 years still mad, that's on you. 5 years. You messed up too. Yeah, you know it. You know it. Yeah, you know it. You lied. What's that say about you? Turn that mirror, let it hit you too. She owned it, you hide it. Tell me what is true. You're not perfect, drop that stone. Stop judging her just to dodge your own. 5 years still mad, that's on you. She did her time in the spotlight, shame. You'll do yours if you play this game. We all fall, we all misstep, let it go. Forget, forget. 5 years move on. 5 years move on. 5 years move on. Stay stuck in that song. Back then, I was filming in a bedroom. Bad jokes, thought I had it all figured out. 5 years, feels like 5 different lifetimes. Scroll back, you can freeze me in my doubt. You got screenshots, you got timestamps, you got something you can throw back in my face. But you missed out on the late nights, all the hard talks, how I tried to change. I was wrong, I was young, but I'm not the kid you're dragging through the mud again. Tell me why it's one strike, never forgiven. You were loud, you were proud, saying we believed in growing up and giving grace. We used to stand for something, now it's just rage and empty space. No one is perfect, so why is it only me you never let escape? You cheer for the ones who do the same thing, same mess, but you call it just a learning curve. Say growth, till it's someone that you don't like. Guess lines always move for who you wanna serve. Where's the mercy? Where's the nuance? Where's the person under every single frame? You preach progress till it's risky, then it's pitchforks and a trending tag of shame. I was wrong, I was young, but I'm not the kid you're dragging through the mud again. Tell me why it's one strike, never forgiven. You were loud, you were proud, saying we believed in growing up and giving grace. We used to stand for something, now it's just rage and empty space. No one is perfect, so why is it only me you never let escape? If I say I'm sorry, is it ever enough? Or do you need a villain more than you need trust? If we burn each other, who's gonna be left here? What happened to the courage to face what we all fear? Oh, we all get it wrong. Oh, we all don't belong. Sometimes I was wrong, I was young, but I'm not the kid you're dragging through the mud again. Tell me why it's one strike.
Thank you, Rock Gem. Rock Gem hitting 5 memberships. Good way to start off a stream. I was just going to say, Queen Bee claims she has 5,000 fucking members. Yeah, we need to catch up. Because there's no reason why that criminal who's barely even on her panel has 5,000 fucking memberships. I mean, I don't doubt it with everybody always dropping 50s, but we need to catch up. That's insane. That's like $40,000 a month in memberships. No joke. That is insane. Granted, it could be like, over the course of the year, but that's a lot of memberships. Like a lot. For someone with 25,000 subs. So I hope everyone's doing well. So before I get into tonight's stream, I have to address something, and you guys can all thank Bad Wolf for making me listen to this thing last night. And I wasn't going to address it, but I kind of have to because it's been weighing on me like all fucking day. All right. There's one thing. That's right. Happy birthday, Natalie. And Natalie got a membership for her birthday. See, Rock Jam, you buying birthday presents, you don't even know it. So, like I said, I wasn't going to address this. Shit, I forgot to unblock people. Fuck. Hang on 1 second. Give me 1 second. I promised somebody I would unblock them, and I forgot. Give me 30 seconds. I'll make it quick. I promise. Studio. Community moderation. Now, where it is? There it is. I was like, where the hell did it go? All right. All right. She is unblocked. All right. I told you it would only take me a second. All right. So first, welcome Natalie, Seashell, Anna, the boss, and Kiki. All right. So let's address this. Well, I'm semi-addressing it, I should say. Dave, when you open the freezer, you got to make sure it's closed all the way. All right. So there's only one thing that I hate more than a liar, and that is someone that's fake. And there seems to be a few of them out there running around that are really phony as hell. And they are ex-Patreons. So I'm going to be careful with my words. But I'm going to say this. I don't give a fuck if you don't like me. I could care less. It doesn't change my life. I don't lose any sleep. I could give a fuck less. But to see someone in a chat running their fucking mouth, calling me CPS Laura just to fit in, when I had been talking to this person for 7 months after it came out, and they had no problem. They had no problem being my friend as long as it was secret, as long as nobody knew about it. But then when people found out about it, then she had to be all cool. Then she had to be like, oh, I didn't talk to her, and she had to lie about it. Lab 15, go fuck yourself. I saw some comments made by you. You are such a fucking lying twat bitch. You and I spoke almost on the daily for 7 months. And I'm sorry that you didn't want to tell anyone that. I knew about your new job. I knew I wouldn't have known that if you and I hadn't have spoke, would I? But to see you write these fucking comments, oh, CPS Laura, this, that, we think Laura, fuck all the way off, you fucking dumb bitch. I was shocked at what I was seeing. Like, when I tell you I spoke to this girl, I understand why she wanted to keep it on the down low. Well, I understood some of it, not all of it. But here she goes, fucking trying to fit in with her friends. And I got a phone call the other day from someone who was like, when was the last time you spoke to Lab? I'm like, why? She's like, I'm just curious. Was it recent? I said, I don't know. Let me look. I said, it's been a while. Let me look. So I look. I said, December 28th or December 28th. She's like, oh, okay. I was like, why? But I guess, you know, they're all, there's a bunch of them that are like fighting every day. I could give a fuck less. Has nothing to do with me. But when I personally saw, and people warned me about this girl, like, and I was like, no, everything is fine. Like, we're just, you know, talking. But to see her fucking like say all this shit, dude, go fuck yourself. Like, I don't do fake shit like that. At least I know, I'll use Mandy as an example. At least I know Mandy may talk shit about me because she don't like me. Plain and simple. But Mandy isn't trying to be my fucking friend and then, you know, being all nice to me, telling me about her life and everything else, and then fucking being a cunt so she fits in with her friends. Fuck you, bitch. I don't fucking play like that. You should know me by now. And I couldn't believe what I was fucking seeing. And I don't go where any of these people hang out, like, but Bad Wolf was like, oh my God, you got to hear this. So I was looking at the comments and I was stunned at what I saw. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And here I thought you were being sincere. I think you've been hanging out with Zero too long because you're a fucking fake ass bitch, just like her. A fake ass lying bitch, just like her. And again, I'm not involved in all the fighting that's going on with the expatriates. I mean, granted, I am involved because my name keeps being brought up, but I'm really not involved. But I just couldn't believe what I was fucking hearing. I mean, what I was seeing from her, of all people. Like, I expect the bullshit from the psychos, but I never expected it from her. So again, Lab 15, go to fucking hell. Don't ever contact me again. But why don't you tell your friends how often we did speak? Fucking lying bitch. And again, I was warned. I was totally warned. So the other thing I want to bring up is there seems to be some rumors going around. Yeah, a bit two-faced. There seem to be some rumors going around that one of my ex-Patreons did all my dirty work back in the day and blah, blah, blah. And I just want to straighten out. I didn't do any dirty work. Nobody did any dirty work for me. Whoever is saying that is a fucking liar, and they better show some proof, because I didn't need anybody to do my dirty work. I did my own fucking shit, and that wasn't much. And there is no proof that anybody ever did my dirty work, my so-called dirty work. And the person that's being blamed absolutely didn't do dirty work at all. And I just don't know. I mean, I guess I do understand why people are trying to put the blame on someone and no, you're being lied to. I promise you, you're being lied to. And who's at the center of all the lying? My whistleblower is at the center of all the lying. all because there's some fucked up shit where she can't handle not being friends with someone anymore. And I was not even going to talk about this, but it's been weighing on me and I just kind of had to, because I am just dumbfounded that 40-something-year-old women are concerned about shit that happened 5 fucking years ago. They can't move on with their life. They can't fucking say anything. Thank you, Laughing Cow and Dip. Thank you. Some people defending you and they're blaming Nadia. They don't realize there's people who actually like you. But here's the thing. Nadia, like, all right, I'll be honest. Did Nadia troll people? Yeah, but Nadia's a fun troll. Nadia would make a name like, what do you call it? I'm trying to think of a name. Like Budweiser. Some stupid shit like that. And she would go into, let's say, Tracy, be like, don't you want some Coors, with the name Budweiser? Stupid shit like that. That's what she did. She was that kind of troll. Or she would come in here as twin names. Like it would be like mother of Sly and Lie, Hey. Like she was a stupid troll. She wasn't serious trolls. She never went into anyone's real life. She never fucked with anyone's real life. She had, at the time, she's retired now, but she had a very important job and was not about to fuck that up over some YouTube drama. She had fun. That's what Nadia was. She had fun on YouTube. And when I heard all the shit that I heard, I was like, where is this coming from? Like, is there any proof to back any of this up? No. Oh, I know. It's this lying fucking bitch named Tyra who is so butthurt because Nadia doesn't want to be her friend anymore. Hey, because Nadia doesn't want to be her friend anymore. And she can't handle it. It's the same reason why she did a whistleblow on me. It's the same reason why she, hey, stop. It's the same reason why she is lying to people, saying that Nadia does all this stuff. She doesn't. Show me proof of anywhere that Nadia ever did anything other than be a dumbass troll that, just not fucks with your real life, but fucks with you. Like, oh, don't you think that Laura's like the prettiest girl in the whole wide world? She would say that to like Lycan, let's say, just as an example. Like that's the kind of troll she was. She was funny as hell. She never went into anyone's real life. She never bothered with anyone's real life. And she never cared to know anyone's real life. She barely knew my life. And she was with me for years. So when I hear she's being blamed, Tyra, stop fucking lying. Get over the fact that Nadia, Letha, they don't want to be your fucking friend and move on. Like, you're fucking psycho. You're literally a psycho is the people that you're fucking hanging out with. And the people that you're telling all this dirty shit to. Two fucking genius detectives who couldn't get it more wrong if they tried. But I'll be honest, it was funny to listen to. It was pretty funny to fucking hear. Because it was like, these two couldn't be more wrong if they fucking tried. Literally. So, like I said, all the inner fighting between them and this one's I got no part of that. I don't even want to know about it. I think it's fucking ridiculous. But to see that this whistleblower, Tyra, is fucking running around lying, bringing up somebody who's not even on fucking YouTube anymore. Hey! Oh, I see. Winston is barking at Karma because Karma's laying in my spot. And Winston's like, oh, hell no, get out of that spot. I'm not talking about the crazy woman. I can't talk about her. Ugh. Come here. Leave Karma alone. She's not doing nothing. She's just sleeping. Nobody wants to hear you bark, you little rugrat. Ugh. Yeah. I don't even want to hear. Capone, no offense. Capone's not smart enough to be a troll. Like, he's just not. And I don't mean to burst anyone's bubble. Nobody gives a fuck about Psycho's life. Like, nobody cares where she works, what she does. Hate to disappoint her, but nobody does. These people think they're way more important than they are. Nobody thinks about them. Nobody talks about them. Nobody fucking deals with them. Like, nobody cares. They seem to, some of them seem to think that Capone is so invested in their life. He don't give a fuck. Same thing with Nadia. Nadia don't give a shit. Nadia would fucking just troll because someone is crazy and everything is Laura. Laura did this. I'm going to compare myself to Laura. I'm going to compare myself to Laura. Let me compare myself to Laura. How many fucking times can I say Laura's name in Alive when Laura doesn't even fucking mention you? You are psycho. Literally fucking psycho. And I'm sorry, I don't do psycho. So I don't mention you. I wish you could do the same. But that's what I'm saying. Nadia was a fun troll. Nadia was never a troll that was going to hurt someone or go in someone's real life. That's not who Nadia was. So this has just been eating at me all day. And like I said, I wasn't going to discuss it. But once I got started, I guess I couldn't stop. So that's that. And then you have, stop. And then you have the snakes, all the troll accounts of my name, you know, and then Tracy gets the blame for being burgundy blue. Tracy can't even make a fucking clip, let alone be burgundy blue. Like, anyone that thinks Tracy is burgundy blue, you really need to not be a detective. Now, who burgundy blue is, I don't know. I have no idea who burgundy blue is. I literally have no idea. But I know who it's not. It's not me. It's not Tracy. It could be Christina. I have no idea. I don't know who Christina is. But when have you ever seen Tracy write like that? When have you ever seen me write like that? When have you ever fucking seen any of us write like that? Like, guys, stop being fucking detectives because you suck. You literally fucking suck. And that's right. Bad Wolf said he was burgundy blue. I forgot. In my opinion, and it's just my opinion, burgundy blue is just someone that doesn't like fucking Leanna. Oh, well, get over it. He or she, I don't know why I always say he or she is allowed to not like fucking Leanna and not like what Leanna does without it being me or Tracy. To be honest with you, I have no fucking idea who it is, and nor do I care. And just like any other channel, they're allowed to be anonymous. Why does it piss you off so much? Why are you so fucking bothered by burgundy blue? Because they do to you what you do to others? Go fuck yourself. Like, seriously, go fuck yourself. You want everybody to, oh my God, it's more than 5 years. And, you know, why are you always digging up stuff from the past? Really, bitch? Have you not seen what the fuck you guys do? Guess what? CPS call was 5 fucking years ago. Get over it. I'm fucking over it. Get the fuck over it. You guys all want all your shit. It doesn't matter. I heard one say, since I came back, I haven't doxed anybody. Well, guess what? Since I made a call 5 years ago, I haven't called CPS again either. But you bitches want to hold it like it's, you know, a forever thing. Nothing came of it. Get the fuck over it. Plain and simple. And if you can't get over it, oh fucking well, that's a you problem, not a me problem. Stop making your fucking mental issues my mental issues. And Bad Wolf, you are 100% to blame for this. Because I would have never fucking said anything. But you made me watch that last night, and now we're on a fucking rampage, and now I can't stop. Now I'm just addressing it all. And it's all your fault. It's going to cost you. And now I lost my train of thought. Oh. And I'll say it again. Was it a shitty thing I did? Yes, it was. Was I wrong for it? Yes, I was. Did I fucking own it? Yes, I did. Did I apologize for it? Yes, I fucking did. How about the snake fucking bitch who outed it? How about the snake fucking bitch who went up on a panel drunk as fucking lied? How's that? How come everyone's okay with that? Because you're all a bunch of fucking fake assholes. And hate bonding? Hate bond all you want. Because you know what? At the end of the day, besides that phone call, I never did jack shit to any of you. You guys all have these fucking mental issues. Like, I did you so wrong. Janelle, I fucking let you in Patreon for 3 goddamn years without you ever paying $1. And you were in every motherfucking secret room there was. I know, Janelle, I did you so wrong. Bitch, sit your fat fucking ass down. Or say your ugly fat ass down. Like, I don't even know where you get the fucking audacity to even think, literally even fucking think that I did you wrong. Bitch, please. And you're a fucking snake ass bitch. And I want to know, Mandy, Zero, you're a fucking snake ass bitch too. But to the ones in that little group, how the fuck do you guys trust each other? That's what I want to know. How in the fuck could you possibly trust a whistleblower, someone that is copying chats and giving them to you? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Are you that fucking desperate for a friend that you go to anybody? Like, I feel like you guys are so fucking desperate for friends that, oh, let's take all these snakes in. Now we got a bunch of 5 snakes together. Like, you're all fucking snakes. Like, what the fuck? You got, ugh. It's just crazy to me. Then you got these fucking morons in chat who, welcome Laughing Cow, these morons in this chat who can't keep my name out of their fucking mouth. Then I hear the psycho go, oh, I just sometimes watch Laura when people are, people tell me she's up to her same old shit. Bitch, I don't even fucking talk about you or any of you in over a fucking year, maybe more like 18 months. And you mentioned my name 13 times. You compared yourself to me 12 times in fucking 15 minutes. And you do that every time you go live. You are psycho. Keep my fucking name out of your mouth because you are fucking psycho. Literally, you're mentally ill. You need help. Serious fucking help. That whole fucking group needs mental help. Like, for real, for real. And this is a one and done. You will never hear me even mention this shit again. But Bad Wolf got me on a roll and I just couldn't stop. I just had to get it all out because I was frustrated and it's been eating at me and I just had to get it all out. Beyond single white female. And some of you guys might not even know who I'm talking about. This is the other drama community, the other side of things, the old DC and the fucking mentally ill psychos. So, and all they want to do is hold on to, oh, CPS. Shut the fuck up. Again, if you're so worried, then why the fuck do you talk about me? That's what I want to know. Why do you talk about me then? Don't talk about me if I'm such a CPS caller. I've never seen anybody poke a fucking bear so much. Don't worry about my candle business. Don't worry about my website. Do your own fucking shit. My website is great. My fucking candle business is what I, buy food with. It's my fucking business. And I'm not in comparison with anybody. I don't need to compare my business to anybody. I don't need, I aim a lot fucking higher than you. Believe that. And I've never even care what's on your website or what your shit looks like or who you sell to. Maybe you should focus on you and not on me. Okay. And that's another thing. Burgundy Blue brought up a really fucking good point that I never even thought of. But I'm going to put this out here in case you guys didn't see it. Every single fucking person that Leanna has talked about has had CPS called on them, including me. Interesting. How is it that she only talks about people and then CPS is called on them? How is that? And I didn't even realize this or put it together until I read that on his page. Or I keep saying on his or her page. It's amazing to me that how come that is, Leanna? I'm just curious. Is that really true that every single person you talked about has had a CPS call? Gee, I wonder how that happens. I wonder how that works. You called CPS on someone. Oh, I know. It's the monkey. It doesn't matter. Fuck off. You're fucking psycho. Sorry. Happy birthday. But go fuck yourself. Fucking psycho bitch. All right. I think I got it all out. Trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to address on this subject before I move on. No, I think that's it. Yeah, some OG stuff. No, because honestly, I'd stay away from them. I watch Burgundy Blue. Burgundy Blue is like brandy wine of the OG drama. And I swore I wasn't getting involved because they're all fucking psychos. But then I heard it, and the shit with Lab really fucking got to me. And yeah. So, and by the way, if anyone wants to see proof, I have the proof on it. Hey, Bad Wolf, thank you. Yeah, super chats, much appreciated. We got to catch up to Queen Bee with her 5,000 memberships. But yeah, one thing, make sure though, you guys hit the thumbs up. I did read or watch a video that YouTube is really doing like thumbs up and hypes, and like it's really important. I do want to thank you guys for the hypes. I do see I'm averaging like 8,000 to 10,000 hypes per video. So I want to thank you guys for that. Keep it going though. Hyping is free. It doesn't cost anything. And it's wonderful. Piss her off and get a pet. I wish I could get a pet monkey. I do. But yeah, I just literally have not spoke this chick in 18 months. Oh, that's another thing. That's another thing I want to address. I've been hearing comments, reading comments that I saw one today where someone said, Leanna, you said Laura's kids aren't off limits or something. Don't quote me directly. It was something like that. I think Corey Chainsaw wrote it. And I just want to make it clear, my kids care less than I do. So if you think I don't give a fuck, trust me when I tell you my kids care less. If you are so insecure and so pathetic that you need to talk about two 21-year-olds and an 18-year-old, more power to them. Because I couldn't imagine wasting 1 minute talking about your children in any capacity. So again, if you want to talk about my kids, more power to them. They're not on YouTube. But my son comes on once in a while because he's, in the same house. But honestly, if for anyone that's messaged me, emailed me, if these people are so pathetic that they need to talk about amazing kids that are in college. One's about to graduate high school and go off to Vermont to go to college. My one is in New York, and my daughter goes to University of Alabama at Huntsville. I have no problem. 2 of them are about to graduate and go for their masters. So if these are things that you need to talk about because it makes you feel better, then you go right ahead. Nobody cares. Because again, they care less than I do. But trust me when I tell you, it says so much more about you than you could ever say about them. So I just want to point that out. So anyone that's messaged me like, oh, they're talking about your kid, I could care less. I am very proud of my kids. My kids are amazing kids. And I would think the only reason for you to speak about them is because your kids aren't them. Or you don't think your kids will be them. So there's that. But I am super proud mom. And they are super proud children of me. So again, suck my tit. All right, next. Try and think if there's anything else I want to cover before I put this subject to rest. Yeah, Bad Wolf started a channel, by the way. Well, he's had a channel, but he's doing clips on the fuck shit in the community. It's about time we get a guy doing clip channel. And Burgundy Blue is being dropped. Amber, you can also drop Bad Wolf's link. And I think I covered it. I think I covered what I wanted to cover. Yeah, I think that's it. Can you guys think of anything else? I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I didn't cover yet. Thanks, Natalie. I can't remember. No, I think I covered it all. But I would like to know how so many snakes are together in one shot. I can't watch much, so give me some clips and I'll post to privacy. Yes, if you have any clips that you want shown from Psychos, from old DC, new DC, anything fuck shit, Bad Wolf will take over. Yes, I did get that off my chest. And Tyra, Lab 15, 0 can suck the corn out of my shit. Now, moving on. All right, Brittney. Now, let me just say, I am a twin mom. I had carried twins twice. With Dayton, I lost one of them at 12 weeks. Now, that pregnancy was 19 years ago, okay? This wasn't something that happened yesterday. When I was pregnant with Dayton, it was 19 years ago. That's a long time ago. And 19 years ago, they did not know that Dayton was a twin in the first trimester. I had not had a sonogram because, I had actually I did have a sonogram, I think, but they couldn't see it. So when I lost it, and I told you guys, I look like fucking Carrie. But when I lost it is when they realized Dayton was a twin, which wasn't shocking because I already had a set of twins. Okay. So, and I had a high risk pregnancy with the twins because I was over the age of 30. I was 33 when I got pregnant, 34 when I gave birth. And that was in 2005. Dayton was 2007. So I know all about being a twin mom. And I know doctor appointments. Now, when I had the twins, 4D scanning was brand new. And I was so excited because the doctor gave it to me like every month. And I saw my babies in 4D. It was the coolest thing ever, especially because the technology was new then. So when I hear Brittney, 6 months pregnant, Actually, now she's probably 7 months pregnant. Oh, it might be twins. It could be twins. It could be a hiding twin. Now, as a twin mom, we get very protective of other twin moms. Many of you guys know this, some of you don't. I actually own a Facebook group. When I say own, it's because I started it way back in 2008 that has, I think, like 12,000 members. I haven't been on in years, but I have mods that run it, and it's only twin moms. That's all it is. So I'm very familiar with twin community, and we get really fucking protective. And when we see like kids that moms dress them the same and they're like 2 years different, like, dude, they're not twins. This whole Irish twin, just stop. You don't have twins. And any twin mom knows what I'm saying. So when I hear Brittney say like, oh, well, it could be twins, Brittney, stop. Just stop. This isn't 1950. Like, you would know by now if you went to a doctor that you are having twins. Because if you went to a doctor and got a sonogram, you would know that it's twins already. I looked up the statistics. You have a less than 1% chance of having a hidden twin in 2026. And I looked it up. So it's not like you are, it's 18 years ago, where in the first trimester, they may not see it. Or 30 years ago, where people did go through full pregnancy because sonogram pictures didn't exist. So sometimes, like, you wouldn't hear a second heartbeat or whatever. But in 2026, Brittney, at 7 months pregnant, your doctor would know. Which makes me think she's either not pregnant, which I'm not going to do to her, or she is just a fucking liar and she's never been to a doctor. She automatically would have had a sonogram at 18 to 22 weeks. And again, I looked it up. If nothing else, her doctor would have given her a sonogram at that time. So I wonder, is she lying to Craig? Does Craig I know that Craig wouldn't lie about it. But then again, Craig didn't even know what a fucking prenatal pill was and thought it was like, some new thing and was asking about it. Like, how do you not know what this is her third pregnancy with you. So I can see Brittney being the type of person lying to Craig, where Craig would be like, oh, wow, you're not really pregnant. Like, I can see that. I don't think that Craig is in on this if it's all a big scam. But Craig hasn't been to a doctor with her. Craig hasn't talked to a doctor with her. Something just isn't right. And the fact that she's sitting there saying like, oh, I'm waiting for the sex. Okay, I can understand that. Some people don't want to know. But do you not care about the kid's health? Wouldn't you have an amnio? Like, maybe not, but at 38, and you already have one autistic child with this father, so the odds of you having another autistic child are extremely high. Wouldn't you want an amnio? Wouldn't you want to know? And then she talks about all this weight gain. I know people that were obese when they got pregnant. Most of them lost weight during pregnancy just because they were so big to begin with. I didn't have that luck, but because they were so big to begin with, a lot of people that are obese when they start getting pregnant don't gain the normal 50, 70 pounds. From what I've seen, and I haven't looked this up, but maybe I should right now, But from what I've seen, most obese people that get pregnant stay the same or lose weight. Let me look it up because I'm only going on people that I know. Okay, it says no. It says 26% in one study showed that they lost weight during pregnancy. It said you're supposed to gain 11 to 20 pounds for BMI that's under 30. Intentional weight loss generally discouraged. Yeah, I guess I'm wrong. But I don't know. The people I know did lose weight. And the doctor even told them, oh, wait, hold on. However, observational studies indicate that some obese pregnant women, especially those who are heavier, lose weight during pregnancy. See, I'm not so wrong. I'm not so wrong. All right, good. You're like a big Amazonian? No, I'm not. Hey, Janessa. So I'm just saying that I just do not see how she knows nothing about this pregnancy. Now, it would be channel suicide if she doesn't have this baby. It literally channel suicide. But it does make me wonder why she hasn't been to a doctor. Why Craig knows nothing. Knows nothing. Why? And then you got people sending her gifts and everything else, which is great. But it's like something isn't right. Now, I'm going to take this as a flip side of this, I'll say. I'll put it on the flip side. She has... Oh, now I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, sometimes I think she's lying about something else, which is causing her to be shady about this. But something somewhere is not connecting. Does it mean she's not pregnant? No. Does it mean she hasn't been to a doctor? Most likely. Why hasn't she been to a doctor? Why do you not care about this baby? Especially with her breathing. That scares me the most. That baby is not getting oxygen. Not with the way she's breathing. So if she can barely breathe, how is that baby breathing? So I do hope this baby comes out without brain issues. But something just isn't right. And I don't know what it is. Craig is not demanding her to go to a doctor. Yeah, that's the other thing, okay? Brittney has had this tooth problem for a really long time. I don't know how she lives with this toothache. I really don't. But allegedly, she has some kind of infection. You can't do that when you're pregnant. They'll tell you can die from a tooth infection that can go to your brain and kill you. If you have an infection going through your gums, that means it's going through your blood. So that means the baby is getting that infection. Are you fucking serious, Brittney? It's like, how do you not care? Did you hear Craig telling people to go holistic? No, I did not. Instead of getting chemo. A lot of people do think like that, though. Sepsis, yeah, like, it's like, I understand not wanting to go to a dentist because you're scared, some bullshit like that. I get it. I hate the dentist. but I still go. I actually have an appointment on the 12th. But I, for the life of me, can't understand how she, I mean, like someone said it yesterday or the other day, I forgot who it was. She's not a child. She's not a 14-year-old kid who got pregnant or a 17-year-old kid who got pregnant. She's 40 years old. This is her sixth kid, and you don't know that you need to go get your tooth fixed before you have birth? I mean, if you're pregnant, like, just get it out, pull it. I don't care. When I was going for chemo, I had to get all of my teeth done, any dental appointments, anything taken care of before I started chemo. So I said to my radiologist, I don't get it. What the fuck's the big deal? What does my tooth have to do with chemo? Well, because it's your blood system. It goes in your blood. It's, you got it. You can't have any tooth problems when you can't go to a dentist while you're going through chemo unless there's an emergency. But if you can take care of something prior, then you take care of it. So I got all my teeth cleaned and a tooth pulled all before I started chemo. But she is not going to a dentist and she has an obvious infection for months. And she's like, well, I haven't gone to a dentist yet. What the fuck is wrong with you, Brittney? You're not a child. You are bringing a baby into this world, your sixth baby, and you're not even going to get your tooth fixed. So the baby is eating your infection. Real good. There is not and personally, I don't even know how she lives with it. Like, literally, I don't know how she lives with it. I know when I get a toothache, I don't care. Just pull it. Be done. And, or don't chew on that side or something. But if it's infected, like she's saying, it's not just a normal thing. And there is an abscess, which is what it sounds like, going through her bloodstream. What are you trying to do to this baby? And no doctor is going to be okay with it. No doctor is going to be like, sure, no problem. No problem at all. And her breathing, the tooth infection, I just don't get it. Yeah, exactly. Dental pain is a beast of its own, Angelina. I agree. But that it's different. Like, I know one of my teeth should have been pulled a while ago, and I feel it sometimes, but there's no infection. I went to the dentist last time. She's like, no, I don't see anything that needs to be pulled. I'm thinking to myself, 6 months ago, you told me that tooth needed to be pulled. I didn't say that, but I was like, yeah, whatever. But you know what I mean? Like, why aren't you taking care of this? Why don't you seem to care that you have a living creature growing in you? I just don't see, and again, knock on wood 100 times, but I don't see how this baby is going to come out fine. I just don't. If she was 19, I'd say yeah, but not at 40 years old. Yeah, I already covered that. That there's a less than 1% chance that there's some hidden twin. This isn't 1950. And that's what I'm saying, Joshua. She has not been to a doctor because a doctor would have taken care of all this. And Craig, this is your child. Why aren't you forcing her to go to a doctor? Why don't you go to a doctor with her? And that's another thing. And this part is like really none of my business per se. There's really no other way to put it. It's just not my business. But Craig doesn't seem to know anything. Doesn't seem to care about anything. Doesn't seem like he supports anything. Is that what she's lying about? Is that what she's trying to cover up? Yeah, he knows nothing. One thing I caught today, which I'll show you guys, she's like being all happy, like, we got a car seat. We got a car seat today. Kind of giving the impression that it was a brand new car seat. You hear Craig in the background? Yeah, it's from 2003. What? Why do you know the car seat's from 2003? And then Brittney mutes really fast. And she's like, hold on. She mutes and then comes back. And then he doesn't say anything. With all the money you make, Brittney, you couldn't go spend $100 on a car seat? Where would you get a car seat from 2003? And I wrote on Brandywine's page, I'm like, am I the only one that caught Craig just said the car seat's from 2003? And someone else wrote, nope, caught that too. Exactly. It's just fucking weird. And I just don't know exactly. Car seats have been updated. They've been upgraded. Like, even Goodwill. Like, how would you even know the car seats from 2003? Was it one of your kids? Because it seems to me their 14-year-old, no, it would have been, no, actually, I'm wrong. It would, good night, Bedwolf. Thank you. It would have been, now my kids are 21. They were born in 05. So 2 years prior, the kid would be 23, 24. But why would you take a car seat from 2003? And where would you get one from 2003? Like, how would you know it's from 2003? So she made it out like, you know, it, like, again, not my business, but I'm just kind of curious. So when I hear stuff like that, I think to myself, why do they both lie so much? Like, he's not even lying. He's just going along with like whatever she says. Didn't you say one of her subs bought it for her? I don't know. He said 2003. Let me play it. It's right at the beginning of the stream. Because I was like, I don't get it. Do they have an expiration? I don't know. I haven't had kids in forever. Where's my history? Is this it? Yeah, it must be this one. Nope.
Moon says someone, you got a big heart. Moon says someone makes me cry here and humbles me so much. Another every week. Humbles me so much. Another every week. Blessings and just acceptance and support. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's super cute, Team Sebastian. And there's just so much hate that, like, I don't want to say anybody unless they're willing. You know what I mean? Like, if the person that bought that,
I think this is the right one. There was only 2 of them I listened.
wants to come out and say something, she can. Or wants to message me and tell me it's okay, but y'all know how people are. It's a shame it's got to be that way. It really is an absolute shame. Thank you.
Ash.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Carrie Hall, for the congratulations. All right. I want to talk about some stuff. Pink onesies with A's on it. Am I missing something? No. No. Mm-mm. That wasn't an A. That was hold on, I'll show you. No, they even put in the note that they sent me, because they sent me a letter with it. They put in the note that in case it was a girl, in case we find out it's a girl, but it's not A's. It's hold on.
Now, I know there are a lot of people that don't want to know the sex, but someone like Brittney, I can't imagine why she wouldn't want to know. Most of the people that don't want to know are rich and have plenty of money, so it doesn't matter, and they could do things last minute. Brittney doesn't have that option. Craig is not a loving, doting husband that's going to watch the baby while she goes out and does all the shopping and stuff. He's not going to set up the crib. I guarantee she's got to do all of that. So what the fuck are you waiting for, Brittney? Be prepared.
That's a barn. See? It's a barn. It's got cows, little cows, and barn, like a farm, like a farm barn. Well, I think, yeah. I don't know why the barn's upside down, but yeah. That's what it is. Cows in a barn. And see, even this one right here, look. This is neutral, just in case. See? That's red, X and O's. And that's neutral, just in case. So. Wait, does it look like elephants? Oh, it's a chicken and a cow. In a barn.
It's the other video.
And some geese. Yeah. And a sheep. It's got all kind of farm animals. Sheep, cows. I'm excited. I've been watching you for a while now, and I just don't know why people are the way they are towards you, Brittney. I've never seen you be nasty. Well, I ain't gonna listen.
No, it's black and white because that's how Brandy Wine changes it.
I have been to people.
All right, it might be the other stream.
Here and pretend like I'm sure here, because I have, call people names and I have
because I am almost positive it's in the beginning.
that I haven't. But I do appreciate you acknowledging what's going on. Twisted said, Brittney, thank you for owning up. Everyone definitely had their fair share on these streets. Yeah. Let me tell you. The suspense has to be driving you crazy, not knowing the gender. Yeah, it does. Hey, Vaughn, Carter's makes the best kids clothes. Yeah, I used to, when I had my daughter, Target was my go-to place. Who purchased all that? Absolutely.
All right, this might be the most boring stream I've ever heard.
Okay.
Listen to the whole thing.
That earlier about is my jaw
Right,
from my.
It's gotta be the other stream. Hold on. Oh.
Michelle, we got a car seat today. I don't know if I told you.
Yeah, all right, there it is.
It stopped in 2003.
See? Did you guys hear that?
Michelle, we got a car seat today. I don't know if I told you.
It stopped in 2003.
It stopped in 2003? What does that mean? And then she mutes. She's
Let me see.
quiet. And then she does her, oh, well, hold on. Let me see.
Give me just a second.
What does that mean? It stopped in 2003.
Lord.
In 2003.
Michelle, we got a car seat today. I don't know if I told you.
It stopped in 2003.
Like, if he wasn't talking about the car seat, then why'd she mute? You know what I mean? Why did she cut him off like immediately?
Let me see.
See, Iris, then why did she cut him off immediately? Why'd she mute? She wouldn't give us the heart rate. You can make a good guess on gender using a heart rate. Really? I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, girls are faster, right? She couldn't give you the heart rate because she's never been to a doctor.
Give me just a second. Lord. Have y'all ever seen this? Oh my God. I don't know who this person is, but I have been watching their channel and it's so funny.
Remember I told you this? The Minute Maid, you can still get the Minute Maid ones, and they put a Fruitopia label on it, and it's the same thing.
They do taste kind of like the same, yeah.
Now
See, here, I thought he was talking to somebody else, but no, he's talking to her.
there's some flavors you probably can't get anymore, but if you still want some, just get a Minute Maid. It's basically Kool-Aid, right?
Yeah. Ma says she's going to bed, babe. She says she loves you. He said he loves you, Ma. If you need us, call us, okay? And I love you. We love you as well. And I'll tell the boys that you love them. They took them out again for tomorrow. So just call me tomorrow if you are up to it.
Okay. They took them out again for tomorrow? What the fuck does that mean? And I'll tell the boys that you love them. They took them out again tomorrow?
Again for tomorrow. So just call me.
They took them out again for tomorrow. So just call me. Oh, you mean you're keeping your kids home from school again?
Tomorrow if you are up to it. You feel like it.
So you get what I'm saying? Look, they still make the Minute Maid. They just took Minute Maid and put a different label on it. That's all it was.
Okay. Well, maybe, yeah.
So they took them out of school, but they can go over to grandma's? Okay.
Like
Get
the
you-
red one.
Just get you a pack of Minute Maid from Walmart or wherever.
Okay. Here's another thing. So your kid has been sick for over a week and you're not concerned? And you're letting them go to grandma's? Make it make sense. Yeah, now the other one's sick. Well, in all fairness, if one gets sick, then the other one could get sick. I mean, that's obvious. My kids used to pass stuff around. But that's a lot of days missed.
It's the same thing.
Oh, Carolina Moon. She is pretty.
That's, Mommy, you just reminded me. That's another thing she said that was fucked up. She said last week that her and her son were going to the doctor, and that's when she was going to find out about, the baby's heartbeat or some shit like that. Brittney, your son wouldn't go to a gynecologist, and a regular doctor wouldn't see you for being pregnant. So you're both going to a gynecologist or something? Like, that didn't even make sense to me. And I'm shocked that nobody called her out on it. Like, nobody said, how are you two going to the same doctor? She took him to the doctor. They said it's viral and has to run its course. Yeah, but it usually doesn't last 8 days.
Craig's mom is beautiful. She's always been very pretty.
Brittney, you think AI pictures are beautiful. You think everybody's beautiful.
My son looks just like her. Good night, Trav.
Oh, okay. One of her subscribers bought the car seat. He was saying they stopped making Fruitopia drink in 2003. Okay, that makes sense.
Travis.
That's where I get my negative alien blood from.
You look like your mama too.
Roger didn't have it.
You look like your mama, but you
You
favor
don't know where
Roger
you get
too.
your negative blood from, do you? You don't know if it's your dad or your mom?
It had to have been dad because mama don't have it. Mama
Isn't
didn't.
that wild?
Mama was
It's a 50-50 chance that we both got it.
My mama's
Now, we both
sister
have
had
it, so
it.
all our children are going to have it.
Yeah.
They got a 100% chance to have it.
My mama's sister had it. She was RH negative like me. Well, your mama's RH negative because she had to have the Rogaine shot too.
Right. But Roger didn't have it. I don't know if my brother had it or not.
I think your mama said he was positive. I believe so.
What do you think? Are we aliens?
I don't know. They say that we're a different breed.
Look it up. Like, there's conspiracies. They say that
Congrats on-
people with negative blood are from another world or something.
Yeah, we'll see. Thank you. Dreaming of blue skies and sunny beaches. Congrats on your little one, Britt. You are doing are you doing an Amazon registry so that we can
You
send
got
you
almost
gifts
everything you need at this point.
for the baby? You a gift for your little one. We're gonna do.
Person wipes at this point.
They want us
Clothes.
to build a registry. We're gonna do.
Person wipes at this point.
They want us to build a registry. So I'm gonna do.
everything.
I'm gonna do a live stream
Unless there's two.
on Friday. Oh
Okay,
God,
well.
don't.
Okay, that's another thing. Why are you only doing a live stream? Why wouldn't you do a registry? That's my other question. Why wouldn't you do a registry? So people can only buy on Friday?
Even put that juju. No.
What if we have a boy interview?
Look, I'll have to push those heads out. Stop. Mm-mm. No doubles.
They'll numb you from the waist down.
Yeah, but like
Brittney, you're not having twins. The doctor would know. You're just fat.
with Neil, the you have O negative too, Rakin? Girl. She says, I have O negative blood, also known as I'm F. Yeah, Steph, I'm an O negative as well. With a I'm O negative with the RH factor. Britt, try wait a minute. Britt, try the
Am I the only one who has no idea what my blood is? Like, why would I even care? I think I'm AB, maybe. But does anyone else not know what their blood type? I have no idea. I don't know what my kids are either. Does that make me a horrible mom?
update. Wait a minute.
And all of your children, even
Read my last
your
comment.
other
It's so
children,
good for you and the
your
family.
older children, they're all negative.
Yeah, all my kids are O.
Every single one.
RH negative. As weird as
Well,
that
not
is.
O, but they're all.
So that's a RH negative. Thank you, Janessa. I'm waiting for everyone to be like, how do you not know what your kid's blood type is? No, I have no idea. What's RH negative? What does that even mean?
Negative.
Yeah, all my kids are negative.
They're all O except for Tal. He's AB negative.
Yeah, I think so. Otto says update has no sugar.
Is there an AB negative? Because I think that's what I am, but I'm not positive. I just remember hearing that once.
No caffeine, no artificial flavors, no calories.
Oh.
Berry, grape, mandarin, peach, and pineapple. I've never heard of update.
Update.
Yeah, look that up. Update.
Maybe we have to order it.
Okay.
Energy
So-
drink?
Yeah, but I should know mine from cancer and chemo. I think I am a negative, but I'm not sure.
Is it an energy drink? Pomegranate cherry juice into my zero starry. Oh,
It's
just
like
my girl.
That,
Okay, so there is an AB negative because for some reason that keeps popping up in my brain that I'm AB negative.
Sounds good. That sounds real good, girl.
LG, does that mean we're like the cool ones? AB negative? AB negative is the rarest, I think, and worth money if you. I can't donate because I had hepatitis B when I was young and I had the vaccine, or they thought I had hepatitis B, but I got the vaccine or something. and I can't give blood because of that.
Mama Bear says, girl, you haven't had an ultrasound. I was 35 when I got pregnant and I had many ultrasounds. I just, yes, but I just don't know what the baby is yet. I don't know if I'm honestly on the fence about wanting to know if I had an ultrasound.
Okay, this has pissed me off, and I'm going to show you why in a second.
Pomegranate cherry juice into my zero starry. Oh, just my girl. That sounds good. That sounds real good, girl. Mama Bear says, girl, you haven't had an ultrasound. I was 35 when I got pregnant and I had many ultrasounds. I just, yes, but I just don't know what the baby is yet.
Okay. So she's saying yes, she's had ultrasound, but she doesn't know what the baby is yet. Brittney, you're a fucking liar. If you had an ultrasound, even at 18 weeks, they would know if you were having twins. You're a liar. You have not had an ultrasound.
I don't know if I'm honestly on the fence about wanting to know if I want to know. I want to know, but I don't want to know. I want to know.
You got two.
Yeah. Yeah.
They won't let you go home, but you got cards.
And yes, it doesn't matter. Sometimes they don't see both at first. Like that. I'm so freaking scared.
Brittney, it's 2026. You are 7 months pregnant. If you were having twins, Brittney, they would know. Only in the first trimester could they possibly miss it. By 7 months, which you already should have had multiple ultrasounds already because you're high risk, you would know. Stop playing this fucking game so you can get double the amount of gifts, because that's what I think this is. And anyone in our chat that's this dumb, trust me when I tell you, go look up the statistics. It is less than 1%. She's got a better chance of standing outside, getting hit by lightning, and then winning lotto. She would have a better chance with.
Yes. Oh, exactly. Yeah, Steph, we totally can,
like, Brittney shares everything. Why not? Like, I understand not wanting to know the sex of the baby. Like, if you don't want to know, you don't want to know. I get it. Why? Like I said, why? So you can rush around at the very end? So you can put even more stress on you? Again, Brittney, this is like some advice. You don't have a loving husband that's going to set up the room and do everything while you're in the hospital. Like, Craig's going to find out he's having a girl. So Craig's going to go out and buy everything for the girl and is going to set up the room in all pink because now he knows he's having a girl. That's not your husband, your boyfriend. Your boyfriend is probably not even going to be at the hospital again. So why wouldn't you want to know ahead of time? Why wouldn't you want to know so you, of all people, could set everything up? Because you're going to have to set everything up anyway. Get, clothes, get prepared, get everything. Wouldn't you want to know these things? Wouldn't you want to make sure? I mean, fuck, Craig makes you go change the light bulb, makes you go to the window to check, see if there's a burglar out there. Like, Craig makes you go to the door when the cops are out front. So wouldn't you want to know so you can get everything prepared? Just saying.
How do I say it? Like, we can give each other blood, I think. And we can donate our blood to anybody else, but they can't.
Where's my twin mama? I just saw another twin mama. All right. I was 8 weeks and they saw 2 sacks. Told me it may not be twins due to several reasons, but they were twins. 15. There you go, my fellow twin mama.
So we can donate our blood to anybody else. but we can't
can't take one.
take anybody's blood but another negative person.
And,
Oh, that's cool, Jamie.
and if you had a positive baby and you didn't have the program shot, it would kill the baby.
Yeah.
That's why they said, like, that's alien.
My grandmother actually lost.
What's a Rogram shot? I've never heard of that. I don't know what it is. And I didn't listen to this whole stream before. What's a Rogram shot? Or is that spelled wrong? There you go, 1987, though. I didn't know you were twin mom too, Rats mom. Does anyone know what that is? A Rogram shot?
Another negative person.
And,
Oh, that's cool, Jamie.
and if you had a positive baby and you didn't have the program shot, it would kill the baby.
Yeah.
That's why they said, like, that's alien.
My grandmother actually lost.
Oh, shot to put the protein in balance and prevent rejection. It's for RH blood fat. Oh, okay. See, that's another thing. Wouldn't you find this out prior to giving birth? Wouldn't the doctors need to be prepared if to know, like, when you carry RH negative, you get that shot. You get 3 of those shots during pregnancy. Aha. So she would have to be getting these shots in order to have proper birth. They would get that. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I didn't know if you get the shot during, after. She doesn't talk about it. Why wouldn't she talk about it? It seems a little odd to me that she has no problem accepting gifts. She has no problem taking gifts from people, but she's not talking about the milestones of pregnancy. She's not, I mean, once it got out, I understand, before it got out, but wouldn't she, hey, look at my sonogram, look at my baby. Why isn't she showing a sonogram picture to her subscribers, especially ones that are buying things? Angela, have you seen a sonogram? No, nobody has. Why? Why not show everyone your sonogram? Oh, wait, because you never had one.
Because before that was before they had the shot.
Right.
And my grandma, who is an O negative.
Well, you hear about all these old stories in ancient times. They didn't know anything about it, and
Yeah.
they would try.
If O negative is rare, how do all one family have so much O negative? Like, how is it that her, Craig, all the kids, they all have the same blood type? That's odd, I think. Isn't that odd?
Try and try. And every time she would have a miscarriage, odds are she had the negative blood, and they didn't understand it.
Yep.
And they usually have, like,
I know, Mama Bear. It's weird.
what's it called when you got?
Yeah, but she's morbidly obese. So showing a baby bump means nothing. Because they're all cousins. Yeah, you might be right, LG.
Two-tone eyes, not hazel, but
But seriously, though, how do all five of them have the exact same blood type? I don't think that's normal. Craig just said 2 weeks or less ago she needs to get yeah, exactly. She needs to get an ultrasound done.
I don't know.
that's the term.
O negative is the universal donor blood that can give to anyone. Yeah, flight nurse. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting topic. Kind of scares me a little because I'm O negative, and they really do say that we're like an alien species. But I mean, obviously we're not alien, but
Heterochromia. Most everybody who's negative blood has heterochromia, and they have two
yes,
color eyes.
you got it. Whitney just said it at the same time as you.
Yeah, I was trying to remember.
Heterochromia.
And like my mom, my dad, he had it too. He had heterochromia. I think he was probably negative recessive.
Who Roger was?
Yeah, he had heterochromia, but sometimes they carry it as recessive gene. You get what I'm saying?
What is that again?
Heterochromia.
What is it?
Heterochromia is look, it's It's when you got heterochromia too. I'll show you.
Jenny says I might
I'm glad she asked because I'm curious what it is too.
be. My eyes are green too. I might be a lizard.
See how it's got multiple colors.
Oh yeah,
It's like your eyes aren't just blue; they're like blue, green,
blue and green.
and
Yeah.
mine are brown.
Brittney has brown eyes. What the fuck is he seeing? She does not have ice blue eyes. Like, we've seen her. She's got brown eyes. Or maybe hazel. Like, dude, are you not looking at the same person?
Brown, green.
And yellowish. You got like a weird
Yeah,
yellow.
mine are like that.
Yeah, yours are like that. Mine are like that.
Most people they just have straight brown or straight blue. They don't have, but we have two colors. It's heterochromia. It's actually really rare. And they say most people.
Look at that one. They got purple.
Craig, I don't mean to disappoint you, but most people have two colors in their eyes. They even make contacts with multiple colors because of it.
In their eyes. That's beautiful. Purple and yellow.
Most everybody with negative blood has heterochromia.
Okay.
It's one of the weird traits. They have high IQs.
How does he? All right, let me have a question. How does he know all this? Which is great, but he doesn't know what a prenatal vitamin is. Think about that. He has no idea what a prenatal vitamin is. Didn't know what was in it. Didn't know anything. But he could tell you all about blood.
All the U.S. presidents are Rh negative blood except for
immune
two.
systems.
Girl, are you serious?
More copper in the blood.
So Flight Nurse says, how are all U.S. presidents Rh negative blood except for two? Figure that one out. Okay, that's freaky.
Yeah.
Girl, don't even get me started on that. We're going to go deep down the rabbit hole.
Well, they say all the presidents go back to Charlemagne. You know who Charlemagne is?
Yeah.
Okay, now I don't know if this is fact or not, but why would the public know all of the U.S. president's blood types? You know what I mean? It could be true. I don't follow politics like that, but why would every single president give out their blood type? You know what I mean? Like, is this like an Alex Jones conspiracy? Because when you go for the presidency, they don't say, hey, what's your blood type? Let's give it to the American people.
So like that's weird.
Yeah, they say we're the Nephilim. They really do say that. We're a descendant of the fallen.
I don't think we're not flat out Nephilims, but I think we may have leftover genetics from that or something. You know what I mean?
And here's the thing, even if we are, like, this is where I'm at. It's not our fault, and you're not above redemption. You know what I mean?
Like the royals were hoes.
They were hoes.
Like so they go and sleep with the stable boy or stable girl or something, you know?
The royals were hoes.
You'd have a.
So I gotta ask, how do you know what your parents' blood type is? Am I like a horrible child? I'm gonna call my mom tomorrow. What's your blood type? Like, how would you know what your parents' blood is? This like a normal conversation that people have? Like, hey mom, what's your blood type? Hey dad, what's your blood type? I don't know. And I'm pretty close to my parents. I've never thought to ask their blood type.
Baby for the royals and you get their weird blood, but you don't get any credit for it because they don't accept the child as theirs.
Oh my lord! Mm-hmm.
So and then they do all kinds of freaky orgies and stuff. So how would you know? You know what I mean? They would just own the child, just let you keep it. Now you got this child with special blood.
I don't know, Steph. Were we? Does that mean we were royals in our past life? I don't know. Inquiring minds would like to know. All right, I want to share something funny with y'all. I found this channel.
They said that the only people that are from Scotland.
Now I'm curious. Tomorrow I'm going to find out all our blood types. I'm going to ask my mom. My dad's dead, so it don't matter. But I'm going to find out mine if she knows it. I'm going to find out my kids. Now I'm just curious. All right. Several presidents have documented blood types. Ronald Reagan, 0 positive. George Bush, 0 positive. George W. Bush, 0 positive. Kennedy, AB positive. Abraham Lincoln, A. So her facts are a complete bullshit. Thank you, Fan. That must be an Alex Jones theory.
That aren't mixed or maxed are the people they took their name from. And they took their name because they were threatened by the family.
It's
It
crazy,
goes back to
bro.
the Jacobins. You have to look it up.
Yeah.
And so they took, I know for a fact our people are all Scottish, and they took our name. So why they take it? Because they wanted to eliminate your line.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Guys, let me ask
Your
y'all
people
real
are
quick.
Scottish too.
There's 385 people here. Can y'all please click that thumbs up for one? For two, we do have the goal, or if anybody wants to become a member, we would love to have you on board. I am going to be building the registry on Friday. We're going to do that publicly. Triggered has talked me into doing that publicly because I don't want anybody left out.
What? Why would you need to do a public? Well, yeah, you could do a public registry. Why would you need to build it live? You're on your 6th kid. Why not just do it? And then you can talk about it live. You can discuss it live. You could tell everybody all the things you want. Why wouldn't you just do a registry? I haven't had a kid in 18 years. I could do a registry. Like, you only had a kid 10 years ago. Why can't you do a registry and just tell everybody? That's what I'm saying, Joshua. It's very weird.
So we're going to build the baby registry together live. I'm going to need mods on deck that day. I will give a bit of a heads up on what time. I'm going to probably need all my mods here if they can, because I know they're going to try to like mess that up.
One last thing, I just learned the other day that did you know by the 1840s or 50s that all of the royal
Okay, Brittney or Brittney's people. I'm going to tell you right now, this is what you do. You contact Amazon through their email. You tell them that you want to, I forgot what it's called, but there's a way to lock it where people can't say that they're buying something. Amazon will know what to do. I did this for Christmas last year. You just tell them that you want to lock it where someone can't pretend that they're buying something and then not purchase it. I totally forgot what it's called, but just contact Amazon and have them do it. They will set it up on your account.
that were in Scotland and Ireland and France that they had outed them all. And so where'd they go? By the 1800s, they were coming here.
Crazy.
And so the English took over and reestablished. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all the royal bloodlines were eliminated by the 1840s. I just learned that today. So where did the children go? They had to run. They had to.
Craig is like the guy that is full of meaningless facts, but doesn't know his ass from his elbow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're going to kill him.
Crazy. Just my girls gifted
But that's why Brittany's like, oh my God, he's so smart.
a membership.
They came to the new world.
Yeah.
And then Australia too, probably.
Thank you
They had to run
so
away.
Yeah. Thank you so much to Just My Girls for gifting a membership. And he said just exactly what he said. I'm not going to be doing this. Y'all, I know what y'all are trying to do.
What?
They're going to run.
Every little thing.
You
they
said, what
twisted.
if we had two? Now they're going to run and say that, oh my God, she hasn't had prenatal care. That doesn't fucking mean that. He's just saying.
Yes, it does mean that, Brittany. If you don't know if you're having twins, yes, you would know that. At 7 months pregnant, you would feel kicking in 2 different spots. That's one thing I'm an expert on. I have twins. And yeah, you would know by 7 months. You would have kicking on top. You would have kicking on the bottom, all at the same time.
What if there's 2 in there? That's what he said. There's nothing more to it. There is no grand conspiracy. There is no aha moment. There is no nothing. Like, that's just all it is. That's what he said.
These people are so
Fuck.
with us. We're not like on MTV and beautiful or anything.
Jesus.
We hardly show our face anymore. And you're still so obsessed with every little detail.
Oh my God. And the baby is kicking the shit out of me right now. It's like I got crunk and she did, or he did too, whichever one it is. All right.
I hope it's just one.
Whew. Okay. Just My Girls. Thank you for gifting a membership. If you,
I've had some dreams.
that's
before,
exactly
but
right.
See, Craig just said it's just one. I'm telling you, she's using it as a grift. She's lying, pretending it's a grift. Oh, pretending she has 2.
That was the whole point. Like, sometimes they hide. Don't read into it so big. Ooh, okay. Just My Girls. Thank you for gifting a membership. If you,
I've had some dreams.
that's
before,
exactly
but
right, Jada. That was the whole point. Like, sometimes they hide. Don't read into it so big.
Oh. And that was the only thing I listened to today of Brittney. He said, I hope it's just, yeah. Craig, I'm going to give you some advice. You're not having twins. Okay? Because you would know. Thank you, Kat. You would know by now. If your girlfriend had gone to a doctor and had an ultrasound, she would know what she's having. But I'm glad we did straighten out that 2003 thing, because that really threw me off today, because I really thought he said it's from 2003. But I think she's playing both to get double gifts. Because here's the other thing. If you think you're having twins, why'd you only have one car seat? You're going to need 2 car seats. You know what I mean? No Medicare during pregnancy, and a hospital had DHR on her, and they threatened to take the baby. How old was she, though? Because I can't imagine 40 years old and no medical care. Like, if she was 19, I get it, but not at 40. 40, morbidly obese, and not healthy, she would be getting a lot more sonograms. She would. There's no doubt in my mind. I couldn't imagine being so unprepared either. I agree. And I also don't understand if she's not lying, and not about the pregnancy, but about getting sonograms and stuff. If she's not lying, and I'm sorry, and she's had sonograms, and she's gotten prenatal care, why is it such a secret? That's what I don't get either. Unless, here's my other thought. Let's take a flip side. She wants people to talk about her, so she's playing it up. She wants people to make her the topic of conversation, so she's playing everybody. That's my other thought. You know, she was pregnant and showing up. Yeah, I could see that too. But you know what I mean? Like, then again, I don't think she's that fucking smart. But Ma Michelle, you know what I'm talking about. By 7 months in 2026, you would have had like 5 ultrasounds already, because you're high risk. Yeah, but being high risk, she would have had multiple ultrasounds already. I had a 4D one. This was 22 years ago. I had 4D ultrasounds every single month. And I was 33. And I wasn't obese. I mean, I was by the time I gave birth, but I wasn't obese. See? I was 37, had a sonogram every 2 weeks my last trimester. I don't remember my last trimester. I know that I went into the hospital a couple of times because I had preeclampsia, but I went into the hospital Christmas Day and never came out until I gave birth. That's what I'm saying. She should have, if I got ultrasounds every single week, once a month, 4D ultrasounds. And I was so proud. I was showing them. I was like, look at my babies. There's baby A and baby B. I just don't see her not showing ultrasound pictures, not showing the baby. I mean, it's already out. Just because of having twins, I was a little sick of them. I love seeing my babies, but wow, it is a lot. They do keep a very close eye when you're high risk. That's why she's running around like, oh, I don't know if it's twins. Trust me, Brittney, you're not having twins. I guarantee you're not having twins. Sometimes they could do it before. With Dayton, they knew at, I think it was 16 weeks they saw him. They're like, pretty sure it's a boy. I was like, I knew it. I can't be the only one to think what I think she will do. I don't know. I agree. They treat you like you should have a walker and ensure a slap a diaper on you. I know that's how it is when you're over 35. Exactly. Yeah, that's like me with with the twins. I had preeclampsia and they had to get the babies out, but they did an amnio the day before. But I just don't, I mean, I know, like I said earlier, I know why some people don't want to know the sex of the baby, but she's not in a position like that. She doesn't have the money to wait. Like, why do you care? I don't know, but I'm someone that had 2 C-sections. So some people like, oh, I want the surprise when I give birth. Like, I don't know why, but. Oh, did you, LG? I hated being pregnant. Oh my God. Hated it. I swore I was never going to get pregnant again, ever. And then I had Dayton. And then after that, I said, that's it. I can't even get pregnant anymore. Hey, Tony. I was like, nope. Don't ever want to get pregnant again. I'm one of those people. I fucking hated being pregnant. But then again, my first pregnancy was twins. But yeah, I'm not one for pregnancy. Nope. Like, I love these girls, but I also gained a lot of weight. But I love these women you see, like, they're all belly. I was like, see, if I gain like that, I'd be fine with being pregnant, but not me. I gained so much weight with the twins. That's what I'm saying. Like, you would get ultrasounds, they want to make sure the baby's heartbeat is okay, especially with her breathing. The way she breathes, they would want to know what is going on. I hated it when I had a waterbed. I awarded it to the ex in our divorce. Say she knows. Denise, I can usually read typos. That looks like it's in a different language. To say she knows he's something. Is that like Australian language? No, I'm just kidding. There's proof she is okay. At this point, I can't believe it. And I know what the excuse for it not happening will be. I don't know. I truly don't know. Yeah, it's German. Sorry, shoulder being? I still don't get it. I was oil. Oh, you were all belly? I hate you, fan. Not me. Yeah, I was pregnant with the twins in Florida. It was hot. Hot. Hey, Misery. Just look like it would be in German. But she's from Australia, so I just figured it was some sneaky Australian language. No, Natalie, a lot of people think like you do. You're not alone in that. I can't get a heart rate. They make you stay till it's solid, strong heartbeat. I had to throw away all my little printouts because that carbon paper was all smudged. I remember that. But that's what I'm saying. It just doesn't make sense. No, my twins were born in January 11th, 2005. But I was pregnant in the summer. It's okay, Denise. I'm just playing with you. They're born exactly a week after me. I hate you guys that you were all belly. I gained 110 pounds with the twins. I mean, granted, I lost 50 of it immediately, but yeah, I gained 110 pounds. I went from like 128 to like 210 or 220, 230. I don't know. I was huge. I have a picture somewhere. I was like, look how fat I am. But I had 2 babies. I had a waterbed in high school. They don't make them anymore. By the way, there's this video for all you guys that were 80s babies. I mean, 70s, 60s, and 70s babies. I was watching this video where this the guy did it. It's a long video. I'd play it, but this guy showed all the things from the 80s that are now illegal. And it was so funny watching it. I was like, oh my God, this is great. Kids could stay home at like 6 years old. We could buy cigarettes, which I totally forgot about. Like we could totally go into 7-Eleven and buy cigarettes at 12. You didn't need seatbelts. That one I remember. Just so many funny things. You guys got to look it up. I was like, what a fucked up video. It made me think of it because waterbeds was in that list too. That, you know, everyone had waterbeds. You didn't need a car seat. You can put you could put your baby right on your lap. And it's true. Like my mom had me on my lap, on her lap. And even when like car seats came into play, nobody put them in, right? Gen X rocks. I agree. It was really funny. You know, parents were working all the time, which they were. Yeah, you rode in the back of the truck. And you could have tons of people back there. Just, it's so funny. There was a shorter video that I saw about stuff from the 80s. Let me see if I can find it. But I'm telling you, it's funny shit. I remember buying cigarettes for my mom. And I bought them for myself too, but smoking, that you could walk through the mall and smoked. You would go to the hospital and smoke right in the waiting room. You would carry your baby with a cigarette hanging out of your mouth. That is true. Because when I was in my car accident in 1995, I smoked in my hospital room. All right, so that's a long video. That's a long one. All right. Watch this one. This one is 30 things that are now illegal, but were normal in the 80s. It's only like 10 minutes.
A decade of neon, excess, and absolutely zero sense of danger. We rode in cars without seatbelts, played with explosives, somehow survived it all.
That's another thing. Sparklers, I had no idea they were so dangerous.
Today, we're looking back at 30 things that were totally normal in the 1980s, but would be illegal, banned, or unthinkable today. Buckle up, or don't. In the 80s, we didn't. 1. Riding in the back of pickup trucks. Nothing said freedom like piling into the bed of a pickup truck with 6 of your closest friends and the wind in your hair. It didn't matter that one sharp turn could send you flying. It was part of the fun. Parents waved as we sped off down the highway. No helmets, no seatbelts, no fear. Today, it's a one-way ticket to a traffic citation. Back then, it was just Saturday. 2. Smoking everywhere. Restaurants, airplanes, hospitals, even school staff lounges. People lit up everywhere. Cigarette smoke was as common as wallpaper. There were smoking sections, but the smoke didn't know that. Ashtrays sat proudly on every table, and the Marlboro Man was basically a national hero. Today, you can't even smoke near a doorway. Back then, it was practically part of the air supply. 3. Leaving kids in the car. Quick trip to the store. No problem. Just crack a window and tell the kids not to touch anything. Parents would leave us sitting in the back seat of a parked car for 20 minutes while they did errands, completely unbothered.
See, that one I don't know about.
No cell phones, no air conditioning, just a sense of trust or denial. Today, that'll get you arrested. In the 80s, it just meant mom needed milk. 4. Lawn darts, aka jarts. A family.
See, I saw this too. I don't remember this, but these are dangerous.
Favorite and a public safety nightmare. Lawn darts were literal metal spears you'd toss into the air and hope didn't impale someone. Every backyard had them, and every ER nurse feared them. They were banned in 1988 after countless injuries. But for a while there, the 80s turned lawn games into contact sports. 5. Riding bikes without helmets. We didn't wear helmets. We didn't wear pads. We barely wore shoes. The wind through your hair and gravel in your knees were just part of growing up. Parents would hand you a bike, say, "Be home by dinner," and hope for the best. Today, you can't ride around the block without safety gear. But somehow, those scars became childhood badges of honor. 6. Smoking in cars with kids. If your parents smoked in the car, congratulations. You basically grew up in a rolling fog machine. It didn't matter if the windows were up. That cigarette was getting smoked. Kids coughed in the back seat while mom tapped ashes into the tray, blissfully unaware. Today, it's illegal in many states and unthinkable everywhere. But in the 80s, it was just quality family time. 7. Drinking and driving. Casually. It's horrifying now, but back then, having a few before driving was practically normal. People kept coolers in their cars and called them road sodas. You might even see a driver with a beer in hand on the freeway, and nobody blinked. DUI laws were looser, attitudes were laxer, and common sense took the night off. Somehow, people survived, mostly. 8. Playing with mercury. You remember the thrill of breaking a thermometer just to watch the silver beads roll around on your desk? Yeah, that was mercury.
Okay, that one I never did.
An actual neurotoxin. Schools, science kits, and curious kids all treated it like a toy. You'd poke it, split it, chase it, and no one saw the problem. Now, handling it without a hazmat suit will land you in trouble. The 80s were shiny, dangerous, and oblivious, and that's exactly how we liked it. 9. Riding without seatbelts. Seatbelts were optional, literally. Half the time, they were buried in the back seat somewhere, collecting dust. You'd ride on laps, lie down in the back, or pile 5 kids across one bench seat.
Well, that's what I like about this video. He's like, and look, we all survived.
Car safety was more a suggestion than a rule. Today, you'd get a ticket and a lecture. In the 80s, you just got a breeze and a false sense of immortality. 10. Smoking in hospitals. Imagine being in a hospital bed, hooked up to oxygen, and the doctor walks in with a lit cigarette. That was the 1980s. Waiting rooms, nurses' stations, even patient rooms had ashtrays. Fresh air was a relative term. It's shocking now, but back then, no one thought twice. Healthcare was apparently fine sharing space with secondhand smoke. 11. Riding in the front seat as a kid. In the 1980s, there was no debate. If you were old enough to sit upright, you rode shotgun. Booster seats? Car seats? Only for babies. Kids loved it because it made you feel grown up. Parents loved it because it meant one less fight in the back seat. Today, it's illegal in most places for kids under a certain age to sit up front. But back then, that view through the windshield was a rite of passage. 12. Smoking indoors, even at work. Office life in the 1980s was basically one long cigarette commercial. Desks had ashtrays, meeting rooms had clouds of smoke, and the break room smelled like a Marlboro factory. Bosses, secretaries, everyone puffed away while typing memos. Ventilation? Optional. It wasn't just allowed, it was expected. Today, you'd be escorted out for lighting up. Back then, you'd be offered a light. 13. Leaded gasoline. Every car on the road ran on leaded gas, and no one questioned it. The smell of exhaust was everywhere, and it felt normal. Gas stations sold both kinds, regular and unleaded, and most people didn't even know why it mattered. By the late 80s, unleaded became standard, but we spent decades filling the air with lead like it was just another Tuesday. 14. Hitchhiking. In the 1980s,
That was another one I forgot about, was hitchhiking. We used to hitchhike all the time. How we survived, I have no idea.
thumbing a ride was still considered adventurous, not suicidal. Teens, travelers, and even adults thought nothing of hopping into a stranger's car. Horror movies hadn't yet scared it out of us. It was cheap, convenient, and, let's be honest, a little exciting. Today, it's illegal or highly discouraged, and probably for good reason. The 80s trusted strangers more than Wi-Fi passwords. 15. Leaving kids home alone all day. Latchkey kids ruled the 1980s. Parents worked, school ended, and the kids let themselves in with a key on a shoelace. We made our own snacks, watched TV, and prayed nothing caught fire before mom got home. No babysitters, no cell phones, just freedom and maybe a note on the counter that said, spaghetti in fridge. Today, that'd earn a visit from Child Protective Services. 16. Corporal punishment in schools. If you misbehaved in the
See, in New York, we never had corporal punishment. There was no corporal punishment.
1980s, you didn't just get detention, you got the paddle. Teachers, principals, even coaches kept one handy, and parents rarely complained. Spare the rod was still part of the lesson plan. Today, it's banned in most states. Back then, it was just another day of character building. 17. Riding without bike lights or reflectors. Safety regulations? What safety regulations? You'd ride your bike home at dusk, barely visible, trusting streetlights and luck to get you there. Reflectors were optional, helmets were unheard of, and if you had a headlight, it probably didn't work. Somehow, we all survived, possibly because there were fewer cars and more caution, or maybe just more miracles. 18. Selling candy cigarettes. Every kid wanted to look cool, and the candy industry was happy to help. Candy cigarettes looked exactly like the real thing, right down to the powdered sugar smoke. You'd lean on the playground fence, puffing your fake Marlboro, feeling like James Dean. Today, they're banned in most countries. Back
See, I didn't know they were banned today. That's wild. I had no idea.
then, they were just another item in the checkout aisle, right beside the bubblegum cigars. 19. Drinking from the garden hose. Sure, technically,
Can I just tell you, I just learned this was bad, like, I don't know, 2 days ago. I never knew that you shouldn't drink from a garden hose. Like, I still do it sometimes.
this one's not illegal, but it feels like it should be with how many chemicals are in modern hoses. Back then, it was a summer ritual. You'd run around the yard, sweating, and take a long drink straight from the hose. The water was warm, metallic, and somehow refreshing. Nobody talked about bacteria or lead. We just stayed hydrated and moved on. 20. Riding in cars without child seats. Car seats were an afterthought in the 1980s. Babies rode in your lap. Toddlers bounced around in the back, and seatbelts were purely decorative. The few car seats that did exist looked like medieval torture devices. Today, there are laws, regulations, and entire engineering degrees behind child safety. But in the 80s, your car seat was Dad's arm swinging out when he hit the brakes. 21. No seatbelts on school buses. Every day, we bounced around those.
Yeah, I didn't know that they put seatbelts on school buses now. I had no idea.
Big yellow buses like popcorn kernels, holding on to nothing but faith in the back of the seat in front of us. Sharp turns, chaos, sudden stops, pile up. Yet somehow we all made it to school in one piece. Today, most buses require seatbelts, but back then that bouncing was part of the ride. Safety wasn't a guarantee. It was an adventure. 22. Smoking sections in restaurants. Imagine walking into a diner and hearing smoking or non-smoking, as if there was an invisible wall dividing
Now that I remember. I so remember that.
the air. Spoiler, there wasn't. Families would eat pancakes next to clouds of cigarette smoke, and nobody blinked. You left smelling like bacon and nicotine, but hey, that was just part of dining out in the 80s. 23. Using payphones without a care. Sure, using a payphone isn't illegal, but good luck finding one that still works. Back then, they were everywhere. Gas stations, malls, sidewalks, and nobody worried about germs, privacy, or identity theft. You'd dig for quarters, dial your best friend, and shout over the static. Today, payphones are extinct, replaced by tiny computers in our pockets, and the concept of just calling feels almost rebellious. 24. Riding in the back window of a car. This one's practically legendary. You'd curl up in that sun-baked ledge behind the back seat, staring at the sky as your parents drove down the freeway. It was hot, cramped, and incredibly unsafe, but it was the best spot in the car. Today, you'd get arrested for even attempting it. Back then, it was prime real estate on road trips. 25. Fireworks in the backyard. Before the bans and permits, we lit fireworks wherever we pleased. Driveways, streets, sometimes even indoors by accident. Bottle rockets, Roman candles, sparklers the length of your arm. No one thought twice. Half the fun was running for cover when something misfired. Today, most neighborhoods would fine you for it. But in the 80s, the 4th of July felt like a neighborhood-wide explosion. 26. Smoking on airplanes. Yes, you read that right. People smoked on planes, in the cabin, next to other passengers. The no smoking light existed, but it was more of a suggestion. You'd sit there, eating your peanuts while the air turned hazy, praying your lungs made it to your destination. Today, lighting up on a plane will get you arrested. Back then, it was just cruising altitude with extra tar. 27. Driving without insurance. Car insurance wasn't mandatory everywhere yet, and many people rolled the dice. You'd
I didn't know that.
buy a used car, hope for the best, and drive off. If something happened, well, that's what cash and apologies were for. Today, it's not just illegal, it's unthinkable. But in the 80s, it was another case of, hey, we'll figure it out. 28. Leaving kids in the bed of a station wagon. Family road trips meant piling into the back of the wagon. No seats, no belts, just pillows and snacks. You'd sprawl out, play cards, or wave at the car behind you. It was practically a moving living room. Today, it's a major safety violation, but back then it was peak freedom. No rules, no boundaries, just 200 miles of restless fun. 29. Owning exotic pets. You could walk into a pet shop and buy just about anything. Turtles, iguanas, even baby alligators. No permits, no warnings, no clue what you were doing. Half of them escaped into neighborhood ponds by summer's end. Today, most states ban or strictly regulate exotic animals, but in the 80s, it was just another impulsive Saturday purchase. 30. Unrestricted playground equipment. Metal slides that reach the temperature of the sun. Monkey bars taller than some houses. Merry-go-rounds designed by chaos itself. The 1980s playground was a test of endurance. You fell, you cried, you got up. No foam padding, no safety rails, or just determination and maybe a Band-Aid. Today's playgrounds are safer, sure, but they'll never match the thrill of surviving a 1980s jungle gym. The 1980s were wild. A perfect storm of optimism, recklessness, and unfiltered freedom. We did things that would make modern parents faint, and somehow we lived to tell the tale. Sure, times have changed. Laws are stricter, safety is smarter, and we're all better for it. But there's something to be said for that decade. When adventure came standard, common sense was optional, and childhood felt just a little more free. Here's to the 80s, the era that taught us how to ride without helmets, live without fear, and remember just how far we've come.
Wasn't that good? I mean, that was a different video than the one I was originally watching, but that was good. And he got to all the points really quick. But think about that. We all survived, and look at all the shit we didn't have as compared to all the shit they do have now. But am I the only one that didn't know that about hoses? Like, when I'm playing with the dogs outside, I'll still drink out of the hose. I had no idea. And the exotic birds thing, I didn't know that either. But then again, I never got an exotic bird in the 80s. But we had like the coolest shit. I'm very proud to be an 80s child. Or I should say a teenager in the 80s. But there's like so many videos like that. They're all over the place. Like household items from the 80s. 20 things that have become obsolete since the 80s. There's tons of them. See, Angelina, that's what I'm saying. But they're saying they're like horrible. I did. I thought that was funny. 80s home features that have gone away. Yeah, most of them are like the same stuff. But pretty cool, right, though? I thought it was good. Hey, Ninja. 20 grocery items from the 80s that are now. See, some of these videos are like an hour long. Like, I like that guy. He just summed it up real quick. Like, I don't need to watch 20 things that are gone that takes an hour and a half. Top 10 80 things that are now banned. Let's see what it is. I think it's the same thing. Driving without seatbelts. Yeah, it's all the same stuff. Thank you, Lacey. Lacey, your order's going out tomorrow. Thank you, love. Yeah, I have like 9 orders I need to send out tomorrow. Like Bad Wolf's like, what are you doing all day? I said, I've been working. We got to catch up to Queen Bee with her 5,000 members. I got a long way to go. Mom took artful naked. Oh, that was another thing. Speaking of photos, remember glamour shots? That was also the 80s. All right, let's see what you guys remember. Hold on. Now it's going to make me hungry. $20 snacks from the 80s that we don't have anymore.
The 80s unforgettable. In this video, we're diving into 20 classic snacks of the 1980s, from gooey chocolate bars to quirky lunchbox treats. These are the flavors that defined a generation. Stick around, because you might just discover a few you forgot until now. Big League Chew.
Big League Bubble. You're into Big League Chew.
Big League Chew
Don't they still sell that? I could swear they still sell that.
was more than just gum. It was a moment of feeling like a pro ball player for any kid in the 80s. Packed in its iconic pouch, Big League Chew wasn't your average stick or chunk of gum. It was shredded, almost like chewing tobacco, a nod to its baseball origins. For a lot of kids, tearing into that pouch and pulling out a bunch of shredded gum was the closest thing to stepping onto a major league field. The taste was unforgettable, with flavors like classic bubblegum and grape. Just one handful could fill your mouth with a burst of sweetness, and that texture was perfect for blowing those giant sticky
They do still make it, right? That's what I thought.
bubbles that would sometimes stick to your face or get you in trouble if you were in class. There was something satisfying about digging into a pouch and grabbing as much or as little as you wanted, like a snack that gave you a bit of freedom. The idea for Big League Chew came from 2 baseball players who wanted to create a fun, safer alternative to chewing tobacco. The result was a gum that felt like it had an edge and became a favorite on playgrounds and baseball fields alike. Big League Chew may still be around, but for many of us, it brings back memories of scraped knees, summer afternoons, and that thrill of feeling like a big leaguer, even just for a moment. Jell-O Pudding Pops.
New Jell-O Pudding Pop. New Jell-O Pudding Pop.
Do you remember the joy of grabbing a Jell-O pudding pop from the freezer on a hot day? These creamy, cool treats were the ultimate summer indulgence in the 80s, blending the rich flavors of chocolate and vanilla in a unique frozen pudding texture. Each pop came wrapped in bright packaging, almost calling out to be chosen as the perfect snack after a long day of playing outside. Unlike any other frozen dessert at the time, Jell-O Pudding Pops had a smooth, almost custard-like
Jell-O pudding pops were discontinued in the 1990s. I swear I thought they were still around.
consistency that was irresistibly satisfying. The flavors were simple, but that was all they needed. Chocolate for those who wanted something rich, vanilla for the purists, and even a swirl option for the best of both worlds. There was something about that creamy texture that made each bite melt perfectly, and no one cared if they ended up with pudding smudged around their mouths. Fun fact, Jell-O pudding pops became iconic partly thanks to commercials starring a famous comedian whose playful energy made these treats seem like a ticket to fun. Created as a way to bring Jell-O pudding to a frozen form, pudding pops quickly became a hit in school cafeterias, picnics, and backyards, where kids savored them with sticky fingers and happy smiles. Fruit Wrinkles.
Fruit Wrinkles, from the makers of Fruit Roll-Ups and Fruit Bars.
Fruit Wrinkles were like little treasure bites for kids in the 80s. Unlike the fruit snacks we see today, these chewy treats actually looked wrinkled, which gave them a homemade, almost quirky appeal. Shaped like tiny, shrunken pieces of real fruit, Fruit Wrinkles came in flavors like
Does anyone remember those? Because I don't. Maybe because I just never ate them.
strawberry, cherry, and grape, delivering a pop of sweetness that was both satisfying and fun. Each piece had a sticky texture that practically glued to your fingers, making it impossible to just grab one. These snacks were a lunchtime favorite, often tucked into lunchboxes as a little reward for parents.
Oh, you guys didn't have these in like Australian stuff, really? I know they don't sound good. I agree.
Fruit Wrinkles had the appeal of being marketed as real fruit, so there was a bit of healthy credibility that made them feel good about adding them to a kid's snack stash. For kids, though, they were just irresistibly fun and flavorful. Did you know? Fruit Wrinkles were created by General Mills, the same people behind Fruit Roll-Ups, as an attempt to expand their line of fruit snacks. While Fruit Roll-Ups became a classic, Fruit Wrinkles quietly disappeared in the early 90s, leaving fans with nothing but memories of their unique sticky sweetness. Hubba Bubba Bubble Gum.
Bubble gum in town, name a Hubba Bubba. It's soft, juicy, and delicious.
Hubba Bubba wasn't just gum. It was a bubble-blowing experience that every kid in the 80s knew and loved. This wasn't the ordinary gum you'd
That is true. Everyone liked Hubba Bubba.
get from the checkout counter. Hubba Bubba came in thick, rectangular pieces with flavors that practically exploded in your mouth. Original bubblegum flavor was
Except the flavor ended in like 5 minutes. Like you could not get flavor more than like 5-10 minutes.
the classic, but the grape and watermelon options were where things got exciting. The texture was perfect for blowing those huge cartoonish bubbles that would sometimes pop and stick all over your face, an 80s rite of passage. Everyone remembers unwrapping a piece and getting that burst of fruity scent, hinting at the juicy flavor waiting inside. The gum was soft, and its sugary taste lasted longer than most other gums at the time, which gave it an edge on the playground. And who could forget the Hubba Bubba commercials? Those wild, colorful
That's right. It got hard as a rock too. After like not so long. Oh, you did have Hubba Bubba? The flavor didn't last. Yeah.
ads made every kid want to get their hands on a pack and see how big they could blow their bubbles. Hubba Bubba was the gum that made bubble blowing a competition, with kids daring each other to blow the biggest bubble without making a sticky mess. Planters, cheese.
Can I just tell you guys something? This is no joke. The twins' dad won a bubble blowing contest in Illinois from chewing gum when he was like 8. I learned this like within the last year or two. So this bubble blowing contest was actually a real thing. He won a trophy and everything.
Balls.
Regular and new family size.
Now I'm having a ball.
Planters cheese balls were the ultimate snack for anyone craving something cheesy and crunchy. Coming in that signature blue canister, cheese balls had a kind of magic to them. Just popping the lid brought a whiff of that unmistakable cheesy scent, and you couldn't resist grabbing a handful. The texture was a perfect mix of crispy and light, with each ball practically melting in your mouth as it left your fingers covered in bright orange cheese dust. These weren't your ordinary cheese snacks. There was something about the intense flavor that made them special. They were bolder, cheesier, and somehow more addictive than anything else on the shelf. For a lot of us, opening
Yeah, that orange crap got everywhere. You're right. Way more than it does now.
A can of cheese balls felt like the start of a movie night, a road trip, or just an excuse to indulge a little. A big part of the fun was sharing them with friends or seeing how many you could fit in your mouth at once. Somehow, they were the perfect snack for any kind of get-together. Though they disappeared for a while, those who remember the original can tell you, nothing else quite hit the spot like Planters cheese balls. Dunkaroos.
Dunkaroos is the cookie yet, John, for as much frosting as you want. So how do you do your Dunkaroos?
Dunkaroos were
Dunkaroos is still around. They just kind of changed the name.
more than just a snack. They were a whole experience packed into a little plastic container. Opening up a pack meant you were in for a treat. A handful of crunchy mini cookies on one side and a sweet creamy frosting on the other. The best part? You were the boss of how much frosting went on each cookie. Some would dunk just a bit, while others would load up each cookie with as much frosting as possible. There was something about that smooth, sugary
I drink New York Seltzer, or I used to drink New York Seltzer.
frosting that made Dunkaroos feel like dessert disguised as a snack. And let's be honest, the classic vanilla and rainbow sprinkle frosting was a fan favorite, with chocolate close behind. Kids would trade them at school or save them for the last item in their lunchbox, making each bite feel like the ultimate reward. Dunkaroos disappeared from shelves in the early 2000s, leaving many fans heartbroken. But their legacy lives on in the memories of those who remember carefully rationing that precious frosting and savoring every last bit of cookie. Bonkers candy.
Every time folks eat super fruity bonkers fruit candy, makes a big hit.
Bonkers candy was one of those snacks that always delivered a surprise. Each piece was a square with a soft, chewy outer layer and an even juicier fruity center that packed a punch of flavor. They came in bright colors and bold flavors like grape, strawberry, and watermelon, making every bite an explosion of sweetness that felt like it could take over your whole mouth. Kids loved Bonkers for the dual layered texture and
You know what else I noticed? Commercials back then used old people. Now they use young. Hey, Jen, now they're all young people.
intense taste, but the real fun came from the candy's quirky advertising.
Like, who remember Where's the Beef?
The commercials were unforgettable, featuring giant pieces of fruit falling from the sky and bonking people on the head. A wacky approach that made the candy seem almost like a cartoon come to life. Bonkers had that perfect balance of being chewy without getting stuck in your teeth, which made it easy to go through a pack in no time. And while they eventually disappeared from store shelves, Bonkers left a lasting impression on anyone who experienced that fun, fruity bonka flavor. High C Ecto Cooler.
High C Ecto Cooler. Slimer's new fruit drink.
High C Ecto Cooler was more than just a juice box. It was practically a pop culture icon for
I'm going to guess this came out when Ghostbusters came out.
kids in the 80s, released as a promotional tie-in for Ghostbusters.
There you go. See, I'm so smart.
Ecto Cooler became famous for its neon green color and its citrusy, tangy flavor that was oddly addictive. Just seeing the bright green drink made it feel like you were drinking something straight out of the Ghostbusters world. The packaging featured Slimer, the mischievous green ghost from the movies, which made it even more exciting. Kids loved feeling like they were sharing a drink with one of their favorite ghostly characters, and that green color, it wasn't just for show. Something about it made Ecto Cooler feel like no other juice box out there. Ecto Cooler stayed on the shelves well past its promotional period because fans just couldn't get enough. It was eventually discontinued, much to the disappointment of kids who grew up with it. But for anyone who remembers, Ecto Cooler was more than just a drink. It was a little slice of childhood that took lunchtime to a whole new level. Whatchamacallit.
Whatchamacallit, the totally different crunchy bar of peanutty tasting crisp drenched in chocolate.
Whatchamacallit was the candy bar with a name as quirky as its taste. Released in the late 70s and popularized throughout the 80s, this bar combined crispy rice, caramel, and a coating of milk chocolate to create a unique, crunchy, chewy treat that stood out from other chocolate
Those aren't around anymore.
bars. The layers made it interesting. First, you'd get that chocolatey outside, then the chewy caramel, and finally the crispy rice that gave it a satisfying crunch with each bite. The fun didn't stop at the taste. Whatchamacallit commercials leaned into the candy's unusual name, playing up the mystery and making it a favorite for kids who loved the sense of novelty. If you didn't know what to call it, Whatchamacallit seemed like the perfect name. It was one of those candy bars that didn't need gimmicks. Its unusual mix of textures and flavors was enough to keep people coming back. Whatchamacallit might not have reached the fame of some other candies, but it carved out a loyal fan base. For anyone who remembers grabbing one from the corner store, it was a candy that always managed to feel like a small adventure. Keebler Magic Middles.
Too late, we just did it. New Keebler Magic Middles. Try one. Wow!
Keebler Magic Middles weren't your average cookies. They were a delightful surprise in every bite. On the outside, they looked like regular shortbread cookies, but biting into one revealed a hidden pocket of creamy chocolate or caramel filling that took these treats to another level. The combination of a crumbly, buttery exterior and a gooey, rich center made
those cookies were kick-ass. They were good.
Magic Middles unforgettable. These cookies quickly became a hit because they were a little like a dessert within a dessert. Instead of just snacking on a plain cookie, you'd get that satisfying bite of smooth chocolate or caramel in the middle, which made them feel almost like a little indulgent. They were the kind of snack you'd save as the last treat in your lunchbox, savoring each bite. Keebler's Magic Middles felt special, not just because of the filling, but because they were a bit different from the usual cookie options on the shelves. Despite their popularity, they eventually disappeared, leaving fans longing for the...
And I've said that to my kids. I'm like, time to make the donuts. They're like, Mom, you making donuts? I'm like, no, it's an expression.
Unique experience of cracking into a cookie with that hidden sweet center. For anyone who remembers, Magic Middles will always have a place as the ultimate hidden treasure snack. Squeeze It.
Squeeze It fruit drink squeezable characters was so much fun. You'll really get into.
See, I never drank this stuff. My mom would not buy it. She's like, it's pure sugar. You don't need it. So we never got this kind of stuff.
Squeeze It wasn't just a drink, it was an experience. Packaged in colorful plastic bottles with twist-off tops, Squeeze It made drinking juice fun. Each bottle was designed to be, well, squeezed, making it feel like a hands-on, interactive snack rather than just a regular juice. The bright fruity flavors like cherry, berry, and tropical punch came in colors that looked more like neon highlighter ink than anything found in nature, which back then just added to the excitement. There was something about squeezing that bottle and watching the juice squirt out that felt like a little victory, especially for kids. It was practically a rite of passage to twist off that cap, tilt the bottle back, and squeeze until you got every last drop. Kids would trade flavors in the lunchroom or argue over which one was the best, a debate that often depended on which color looked the coolest. Squeeze It drinks eventually faded from store shelves, but not from memory. For anyone who grew up with them, Squeeze It was more than just juice. It was a symbol of a time when snacks were as much about fun as they were about flavor. Waffle Crisp cereal.
New Post Waffle Crisp cereal is part of a complete breakfast.
Waffle Crisp was the breakfast cereal that felt like dessert first thing in the morning. Each little piece was shaped like a tiny golden waffle, complete with grid marks and a deliciously sweet maple syrup flavor that made it taste just like the real thing. The smell alone when you opened the box was enough to transport you to a cozy diner with fresh waffles on the griddle, even if you were just sitting at your own kitchen table. What made Waffle Crisp so memorable wasn't just its unique flavor, but the satisfying crunch that held up even in milk. The cereal stayed crispy for just long enough, letting you enjoy each spoonful before it softened, making it perfect for those who loved a little crunch in their morning routine. And for a lot of kids, it was the best part of waking up. There was nothing
I don't remember those.
like a bowl of Waffle Crisp to start the day with a little extra sweetness. Despite its popularity, Waffle Crisp eventually disappeared from shelves, leaving fans missing that nostalgic syrupy crunch. For anyone who enjoyed it, Waffle Crisp wasn't just breakfast, it was a bit of morning magic that made waking up feel special. Nestle Quick Strawberry Powder.
Nestle Quick is a strawberry dream come true.
Nestle Quick Strawberry Powder was the drink mix that turned any regular glass of milk into a pink, fruity treat. Just a few spoonfuls of that bright pink powder transformed milk into a sweet strawberry delight, and stirring it in until the color was perfectly even was all part of the fun. The powder had a distinctive, almost candy-like strawberry flavor that was both familiar and exciting, making it an easy favorite for kids who wanted a break from plain chocolate milk. What made it even more memorable was the ritual. Some kids would dump in extra scoops for an extra sugary kick, while others tried to get it perfectly balanced with just the right amount of pink. And there was that unmistakable sweet strawberry aroma that filled the kitchen as soon as the powder hit the milk, a smell that could make any kid grin in anticipation. Though still available in some places, Strawberry Quick isn't as common as it once was, but it holds a special place in the memory.
And the current formula contains no high fructose corn syrup and no artificial colors. So the powder has definitely changed.
Of those who grew up with it. For many, Nestle Quick Strawberry was more than just a drink. It was a mini celebration in every glass, turning a simple cup of milk into something magical and sweet. Hostess Choco Bliss.
New Hostess Choco Bliss? Whoa, check that super chocolatey icing.
Hostess Choco Bliss was the ultimate treat for chocolate lovers in the 80s. These decadent snack cakes were made up of 2 layers of rich, fudgy chocolate cake, separated by a creamy chocolate filling and topped with a smooth layer of chocolate frosting. Just one bite, and you were in chocolate heaven. It was everything you could want in a dessert, packed into a single snack cake. Choco Bliss had a way of making any lunchbox feel like a luxury. The texture was dense yet soft, and each bite was filled with that unmistakable Hostess sweetness. These cakes were a bit of a departure from other Hostess snacks, which often included cream filling or icing swirls. Instead, Choco Bliss was all about one thing: pure chocolate indulgence. And with that chocolate on chocolate approach, it quickly became a favorite for kids who couldn't get enough cocoa. Sadly, Hostess eventually discontinued Choco Bliss, much to the disappointment of fans. But for those who remember, it's still a sweet memory of after-school snacks, lunchbox surprises, and an era when chocolate treats like Choco Bliss felt like the ultimate reward at the end of a long day. Oreo Big Stuff.
Okay, why is this on here? Oreo Big Stuff is still around. It's Oreo Double Stuff, though.
Oreo Big Stuff was a supersized version of the classic Oreo that made every cookie lover's dream come true. Imagine a single Oreo.
You can buy those at the gas station. Like, I've seen those.
But about 10 times bigger. It was a dessert you could practically hold with both hands. Each Big Stuff came individually wrapped, making it feel even more special, as if you were unwrapping a mini cake rather than just a cookie. The filling was just as rich and creamy as the original, but in Big Stuff proportions, it felt like a whole different experience. Kids would debate the best way to tackle one: twist it open to eat the filling first, or just take huge bites right through the middle. It was the kind of
Oh, I'm thinking the soft ones, because I know you can buy the soft ones now.
snack that felt like a reward, whether as a school treat or a weekend indulgence, and every bite had that classic Oreo flavor, just bigger and better. Despite its popularity, Oreo Big Stuff didn't last long and was discontinued in the early 90s. But for those who remember, Big Stuff was an unforgettable part of snacking in the 80s, when bigger is better was the rule, and no cookie was too large to enjoy in one sitting if you were up for the challenge, bar none.
And it comes in two. Bar none's the one with so much more. Bar none's got chocolate wafers.
Bar None was a unique chocolate bar that hit shelves in the late 80s and quickly won over anyone who tried it. Made by Hershey's, it combined layers of chocolate wafers, a creamy chocolate filling, and a thick coating of milk chocolate with just a hint of crushed peanuts. The result was a bar with a satisfyingly crunchy texture and a rich chocolatey taste that felt like a more indulgent, layered version of traditional chocolate bars.
And then they wonder why Gen Z is fat. Well, here you go.
What set Bar None apart was that it felt like a candy bar built for chocolate purists. The mix of wafers, chocolate cream, and peanut pieces made it more complex than your average candy, and it had this dense, decadent texture that kept you reaching for another bite. For those who grew up with it, Bar None was a chocolate experience that felt almost gourmet, something a little more sophisticated, even though it was just as fun to unwrap as any other candy. Unfortunately, Bar None disappeared from shelves by the mid-90s, despite its loyal following, but those who remember it can still recall that perfect mix of crunch, cream, and chocolate that made Bar None a standout in the candy aisle. Carnation Breakfast Bars.
New Carnation Breakfast Bar. Smooth chocolate, crispy nuts, crunchy centers.
Carnation breakfast bars were the original on-the-go breakfast before granola bars took over. They were marketed as a quick, nutritious breakfast option, and for kids in the 80s, they felt like a treat you could eat on a busy school morning without needing a sit-down meal. Each bar was packed with chocolate and had a slightly gritty texture from oats and other grains, making it feel like a cross between a candy bar and an energy bar. Wrapped in foil, these bars had flavors like chocolate chip and peanut butter, with just the right amount of sweetness to make breakfast feel fun. Kids loved them not only because they were tasty, but also because they seemed like a grown-up snack, something you could grab and eat just like an adult. Carnation breakfast bars were eventually phased out despite their early popularity, and they've since become a nostalgic memory for those who remember them. For many, these bars were the start of the convenience food trend, and they hold a special place as the breakfast that brought a little excitement to rushed mornings and busy school days. Marathon Bar.
You can't eat a marathon candy bar fast, quick, Kurt. It lasts a good long time.
The Marathon Bar was the ultimate test of patience for candy lovers in the 80s. It was a long, braided caramel bar coated in milk chocolate, stretching out to about 8 inches. A rare sight.
See, those I remember. They were good.
Among candies. Its length and distinctive texture set it apart from other chocolate bars. It wasn't something you could just bite through in one go. Instead, the chewy caramel made you savor every bite as it took a while to get through even a single piece. The Marathon Bar's red packaging featured a ruler printed on it, playfully showcasing its impressive length. This wasn't just a snack, it was almost a challenge to see how long you could make it last. Kids loved it for its unique look and feel, and for many, it became the go-to treat when they wanted something that felt like it was worth the pocket change. Marathon Bars disappeared from shelves in the 80s, leaving fans without that distinct, satisfying chew. But anyone who remembers it will tell you, the Marathon Bar was as much an experience as it was a candy, one that made every trip to the candy aisle feel like an adventure. PB Max.
Wow, boy, that's pure bliss. PB Max, we mean peanut butter.
PB Max was day. Giggles Cookies.
I like new Giggles cookies because they've got 2 kinds of cream inside.
Giggles Cookies were the snack that added a little extra fun to every bite. These sandwich cookies, similar in structure to Oreos, had playful faces on them that smiled back at you, making snack time feel a bit like a comedy show. Each cookie had a crunchy exterior, and inside there was a double layer of creamy filling. One side vanilla, the other chocolate. This made them unique and extra appealing for anyone who loved variety in their cookies. Kids loved pulling them apart, either to eat the filling first or to laugh at the funny little faces before devouring them. The combination of vanilla
Welcome, Anna.
and chocolate cream was perfectly balanced, so you got the best of both worlds in one cookie. Giggles.
All right, we're only like 4,655 away from catching up to Queen Bee.
Cookies were especially popular in lunchboxes, where they were often traded or saved as the ultimate lunchtime treat. Though they eventually disappeared from shelves, Giggles cookies left a lasting impression on anyone who grew up with them. They weren't just a snack, they were a mini moment of happiness, with a taste that brought together the best of chocolate, vanilla, and a touch of humor. This video takes you back to the 80s with 20 classic snacks, candies, and treats that...
So that's what I'm saying. There's so much stuff. And I got hooked on like this video. I mean, this series of like all this 80s stuff, but a lot of it is repetitive. I'm telling you, Jen, I need another 4,000 something. I don't know, 4,645 or 700. I don't know. I didn't really count. But yeah. Yeah, but I need that in like a month. It's got to be like quick, because she'll get like another 1,000. So that's the goal. Catch up to Queen Bee. But hey, we got like 9 tonight. Something like that. You have to add a membership tier of 150. No, she's got I just can't believe that she took down her memberships and then like redid it. And now, like, to get into Discord, it's like $9. You have to pay $9 to get a Discord link. Like, dude, you ain't that fucking special. Believe that. I can't believe that she did that. I mean, I guess she's hard up for money. I don't know, but that's crazy. I just think it's rude. Like $4 members don't count. Like I can see having a separate room, but $4 members don't mean anything. I'd be like, fuck you. I wouldn't pay. I could see like in a Patreon doing that because I've done that, but basically she's saying if you pay $4, you don't mean shit. You have to be $8. She is racking in the dough. I don't know. I think it's wrong. But then again, she's racking in the dough and I'm not. So maybe she's doing the right thing. Yeah, you get exclusive access to Be Tim if you pay 100. I think it's 130 a month. Then you get a private room. I'm like, okay. I don't know. She got it from somewhere, though. It's obviously working. But what I think is funny, though, which I think is going to burn her, people can go to Clues for free. So they share the same people. So why would somebody pay $9 when they could talk to the same people in Clues for free? You know what I mean? That's where I think she's making a mistake. Yeah, B. Tim has his own room. No, I don't know. We could do that without the pretty penny. No, you know what I'm saying? No, that's just weird. Like, I don't get it. Exactly. I'd pay $150 not to hear B. Tim. I agree. Now, I was listening to Soup earlier, and she had said it, and she's right. Like, you know, who the fuck is going to pay $9 just to get in a Discord? But she'll have dumbasses do it. He is so boring. I agree. There's a lot of people that I don't understand how people sit and listen to them. I don't get it. But I'm not the majority. There's a majority, but I just never understand. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get how she makes the money she makes. I don't get why people pay her. Like, even, and I heard this on Soup, so don't quote me if I'm wrong. But when I was listening to Soup was saying that, or one of her people, someone in chat, I wasn't watching chat because I was wrapping orders, but somebody was saying that she told everyone she needed like $2,000 for another vet bill, but never showed the bill, just wrote it on a piece of paper, 1900, and she got it. Okay, Brittney number 2. Why are people just throwing out that kind of money without a receipt? Like, I'm with Soup. If I ever needed to borrow that kind of money from my people, damn right I'd show you a fucking receipt. Like, I would show you my bank statements, the kids' bank statements. I would show you receipt. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't even have to show a receipt. Like, what the hell is wrong with everybody? Like, she's a con artist. She's an ex-felon. An ex-drug dealer. Like, you think she's all high and mighty? Like, she's fucking scamming people. And I'm not saying she didn't need the money, but didn't she need the money like 2 weeks ago too for the same dog? It's so weird. Yeah, I think he's retired, actually. She plays on their ignorance, absolutely. But wouldn't you, if I just came to you and said I need $2,000 for the dog, wouldn't you want to see a fucking receipt? I mean, it's crazy to me that she doesn't even feel guilty about it. She doesn't even, like, she just got money 2 weeks ago for the dog, or 3. Why are animals always sick? I call her Brittney Jr. I mean, it's fucking strange. And she makes so much money. What the hell are you worried about? Like, she makes so much money per month. Where is all your money? It's fucking weird. People still following defend BJ. Then I have no doubt that people would still pay for the B. That's a good point. Yeah, I agree, Cinnamon. You shouldn't have critters if you can't pay vet. Well, Fana, things come up, though. I mean, I got 3 dogs. If something serious happened and I needed a couple $1,000s, I'd kind of be screwed. Yeah, Duke runs loose on the streets. But you know what I mean, though? Like, I don't know. I just find it bizarre. Today's Thursday? I didn't even realize that. And it's not 12 o'clock, so tomorrow's Friday. Yay, I could finish the table. My new resin comes tomorrow. Yeah, $2,000 for a vet bill, but she just had a $2,000 vet bill like 2 days ago. I mean, 2 weeks ago. So I don't know. I just think it's all a scam. I think now that Barbecue Lady is not spending, or I don't think she is. Melissa's not. I think she's getting scared. But dude, the money's not going to last forever. I don't know. I don't know what the reason was. But isn't the dog old? Where the dog is young? I don't know. Like, my dog's got cancer. I couldn't afford thousands of dollars. Yeah, but she had to pay that months ago, like a month ago. Oh, the dog is young? I don't know. It just seems like her dogs are always sick. Or her animals die all the time. I don't know. It just seems weird. And they say she's very clean. So I don't know. Yeah, she talked about a $1,900 bill recently. But, like, here's the thing. If you don't have it, then why would you tell the doctor to do it if you didn't have it? You know what I mean? Like, you can't just assume that other people are going to pay for it. Yeah, like, I don't know. It's just weird. But I know that she did this like a month ago. Same thing. And even then, I know it's expensive. No, I heard she did ask for it today. I told him I was discussing about David while I'm going through something. My dog has cancer. Okay. So that was about a month ago, right? I don't know. I just know she collected money a month ago, the same $1,900. And now again, she needed $1,900. That's a little fishy. That just doesn't sound right. Seems weird. But whatever. Dumbass is going to pay it, and then they're going to cry they got burned. Not my problem. Yeah, that's true. That was her response, Tiffany. My GTM lost her son. I'm not shocked, though. I'm not surprised. But I am going to go get off because I got to finish wrapping these orders, and I have to make some labels. Lacey, and if you're still here, I threw a candle, actually 2 candles in with your order and some extra things because it took so long. and that was totally my fault because I totally flaked out, forgot to make the aroma beads. So yeah, there's a couple of extra things in your box, and that's it. Everyone else, orders are going out tomorrow. That's why I got to finish wrapping. And besides Good Vibes, I'm trying to think who else has orders from here. I think there's one other person that has an order from YouTube, and the rest I don't think are from YouTube. So, daughter's dog, I think, had a surgery a month ago. Everything seemed to be going good, and then a couple of days ago, the dog was getting sick again. Yeah, I don't believe it. I think it's all a grift. But you would think she's not making money. She's making plenty of money, especially with 5,000 members. So, all right. But I will see you beautiful people tomorrow. Oh, there you are. You are here. Yeah. I fucked up. It was my fault. And since it took so long, I threw some extras in. You'll be happy. You'll be very happy with the extras. So, all right. I will see you beautiful people tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful night. And there's something going on tomorrow, and I forgot. I don't know. I didn't even know tomorrow was Friday. Yeah, Natalie, happy birthday, honey. Happy birthday. I would sing, but I can't sing for squat. So I'll save you the headaches. But all right. Sometime this weekend, we're going to do I'm doing a candle reopening, a gram reopening. So I think I'm going to be ready Sunday. I think. It should be ready to go Sunday. So save your money and get ready for a gram reopening. All right. And on that note, I'll see you beautiful people later. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for being here. Thank you guys for the membership, super chats, PayPals, Cash Apps, everything in between. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace. Oh, hit the thumbs up on your way out. Don't forget. And make sure you hype the video.